Hello, I'm here. Sorry, I'm a second late. I could not find my water bottle. As you can now see, I have since found it. Though I forgot to clean it out again from when I was drinking something flavored in there, so the water tastes bad again. Oops. See, look how good I am at doing my job. Amy just spent such a long match. I'm both alarmed by how many months this is, and I also feel like it's not enough months. It feels like we've been friends for 5 seconds, but also friends forever. Yes, it does, and it's wild that it's over 2 years of streaming now. That's insane. I cannot believe that this is my job. It feels super, super wild. Anyway, welcome everybody to Matt and Nikhil's Fun... Don't worry about that. Welcome to Matt and Nikhil's Fun Time Universe. Nikhil will be here in just a second. He's not going to be, like, late this time. Also, it's kind of my fault for not setting things up beforehand. Drink water. It tastes bad. I'll fix it. You must secure hydration before stream. It's an essential aspect. Hey, that's what I do in between the TikTok live. Look, in between the TikTok lives are me just running around for 60 seconds, checking my views from earlier in the day, and doing everything that I need to. Okay. Let's see. Let me get Nikhil in here. And then, I'm trying to think, do I have any, like, big announcements while I'm getting him set up? I really don't think I do. Outlaws of the Seven finale this Friday. That is the biggest one. But most people who are in here probably already know. Let's see here. Otherwise, yeah, like, I don't really have any huge announcements. Agent to Hades, October 13th, Outlaws of the Seven finale next week, this week. Yeah, next episode this week, you get what I mean. But yeah, I really don't have a ton of announcements, so let's go ahead and get Nikhil in here and start the content. Look, I'll even where's his little... There we go. Nikhil is unavailable. It says he's active now. We were texting 30 seconds ago. God, I hate Skype. I'm so ready to not use Skype anymore. You guys have no idea. And I won't have to in like a week. Or like maybe two, I don't know. We're changing the tech system that we use for backend for agents. And I am obviously just going to use that for everything if it works. We're going to beta test it for a month. And see how things go. Okay. Let me call him again. I hear the ringing sound. I don't think you guys can hear that, so you're just seeing me awkwardly bobbing back and forth. Is there going to be a break in between Outlaws and Agents? Yes, October 6th, there is not an episode. That is our, like, mid-season. It is Outlaws finale the 29th, nothing on the 6th, and then Agent starts 13th. You've been changing the backend for at least 6... That is Zoom's fault. That is Zoom's fault for having misleading advertising. Nikhil's still not available, so I'm going to wait. I'll do my quick rant about Zoom really quick while we're waiting on this. So, for those who don't know, the reason that I use Skype on everything is because Skype is the only easy, free option to port people's audio and video feeds into streaming software. You have to have a certain thing enabled to do that. You'd think Discord would have it enabled. It does not. So, the options are Skype, which is free, Microsoft Teams, which is not practical for our use, and Zoom. And if you Google, does Zoom have NDI sources? NDI sources being the thing that you need to port in. The thing that will pop up is from Zoom's own website that says, yes, NDI sources are available in Zoom rooms. And so when we were looking at stuff for D&D, we were like, oh, sweet, that's fine. We'll just use NDI sources for Zoom. Because Zoom is paid, right? So that's why we didn't start with it, is because when we started D&D Dorks, we didn't know how successful it was going to be. But now we're at the point where we're like, $15 a month for better backend for Zoom, that's fine. Like, that's something that we make enough money off the show we can totally afford. So that's cool. We were going to do that for Outlaws. We were going to say, screw it, yeah, $15 a month is fine. We will upgrade our tech for Outlaws. Zoom Rooms is a different service that costs $50 a month. Zoom Rooms says NDI sources are accessible in Zoom Rooms. Zoom Rooms is fucking different. Outrageous. Outrageous that that's how they brand it. It is super annoying. But yeah, that's why we haven't upgraded. is because we thought it was 15, but it turns out that Zoom has really misleading branding, and it was actually like over 3 times as expensive. There is a month-long free trial that you can use for Zoom Rooms, and since Agents of Hades is a 3-episode special that we're just doing in October, we're going to use the month-long free trial and see if that like boosts our quality up enough that we can justify the $50 a month. And if it does, then we're going to use that going forward. So Agents is like the tech upgrade beta test. But yeah, screw Zoom for having Zoom Rooms be a different service than main Zoom. I'm going to call Nikhil again. Now that I've talked for a couple minutes, we'll see. I know he's here. Don't worry, because like I said, I was just talking to him, so he will be here. Seeing if it's worth it. All right. Yeah, exactly. We're testing it for a month. Hopefully it will be worth it. I think it probably will. I'm putting a lot of work into the back end of Agents. Like I said, we have a theme song for Agents now. I have art for Agents. Do I want to show concept art for Agents right now? Nah, I'm gonna make you guys wait. But we have an artist that I brought on. We have a theme song now. We're gonna be using better tech. So I'm hoping. Tell your friends about Agents, because I'll go ahead and say this now. How well Agents does will very strongly correlate to how our tech gets upgraded in the future. Because if we put a lot of work into the back end of Agents and it has good returns for us, I hate to use like monetary terms, but I think it's fair to use monetary terms when we're talking about the scale of like, we don't have much money and we need to budget, not, oh, I need to make the most profit possible. When I talk about money for the show, it's because it's small scale, not big scale. But yeah, like how well Agents does will very, very strongly correlate to how our tech goes in the future for D and Dorks. So tell your friends, get them to watch. Is it $50 per month for each of you? No, it would be $50 per month total, thank goodness. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Nikhil did not answer again. Let me just bring up the document. People have been asking what we're going to cover today. I have no idea. I never know. Funtime Universe is less structured now, and I think it's funny. So let me bring this up. I'll go ahead and like size it for you guys. So I don't have to do that while Nikhil is here. Is that good? That looks right. Scoot it over to the side a little bit more. What's Agents of Hades? I missed a few lives. It is the next campaign for D and Dorks, which is my D&D show. It is our like Halloween mini-series that we're doing. Oh, I'll set up a concurrent TikTok live while I'm waiting for Nikhil. Perfect. Sorry, my pre-show live was late today, by the way. It was because I need to actually post videos if I want to get paid, because I don't really get paid that much from pre-shows. So I was like, screw it, I need to post something. All right. Get this set up here. But yeah, Agents of Hades is going to be super fun. It is like a mythology superhero horror series that we are doing. DM'd by me. I'm stepping back into the DM seat for a while. It is going to be very fun. If you are a fan of like Moon Knight and Doctor Strange and Venom and all the things that I like, I am very much trying to bring those vibes to the show. So give it a watch when it comes out. It's going to be fantastic. And on a perfect timing note, as I am saying that, Nikhil has just called me, and I have accepted the call. Let's see if he's actually going to show up or if I need to turn him on manually. He has shown up as a big ol' Skype logo. Hello, Nikhil. Can you hear
Hi.
me? There we go.
One day this will work.
Hey, it's fine. It's.
There we go.
Oh.
Just for a second.
Oh.
Just for a second.
Hey, look. With the way that I set up my overlay, it looks good enough. Also, if someone just joined and was wondering what the weird purple line through the announcements was, it's because Nikhil was going to get here. I love how I totally by accident set up the secondary frame so that the only announcement is I made a Patreon, give me money, with like the bottom slightly cut off in all caps. That was an accident, but a very funny one, I think. Okay, let's see. As Nikhil's getting his camera set up, let me keep setting up the TikTok and asking or answering more questions. Is there going to be a break week between projects like every other one? No. So if you're saying bi-weekly, there is going to be a break between Outlaws of the Seven and Agents of Hades on October 6th. It is going to be like the mid-season in a sense. We are taking a week off there. If you're asking whether it's going to be bi-weekly like Business Venture, no, because it's a Halloween thing, so it is the last 3 weeks of October. Not bi-weekly, but there is going to be a break week. I hope that answers your question. There's Nikhil's camera. Very, very big. So it's just hand right in everybody's faces. What is that?
This is supposed to go on the camera. I took it off so it wasn't obstructing if I had to use my computer camera.
Okay, let me size your camera accurately there. I got my Twitch screenshot. Let's see. And the finale premieres... Oh, of Outlaws, the finale premieres on Friday. It's not going to be a stream this time. Okay, I should actually talk about that because that's going to be weird, and then we can actually get into the Funtime Universe stuff. One more D&D announcement. The finale of Outlaws the 7 is airing normal time, normal place this week. Why is that an announcement, you might be asking, if everything is normal? Because we have, I guess, pre-recorded it. There were some scheduling conflicts that came up with Panda, and so what we have done is pre-recorded the episode. For you guys, basically nothing is going to change because we are going to still air it on Twitch, and then it will be uploaded to the YouTube and the Patreon, etc., as it usually is. The only functional difference for you guys is that we're not going to be interacting with chat because we won't be able to see it. I might be in the chat for a bit, just like separately. Panda might as well, but I can't guarantee anything. But yeah, basically pre-recorded finale, but for you guys, nothing is really going to change. Okay, on that note, how are you doing today, Nikhil? A piece of paper that is replaced Nikhil's cat. There we go.
I'm okay.
Did you hear the strike news? I feel like everyone's going to be asking about that, so we'll talk about it quick.
I did hear the strike news, and now we enter my next favorite part of employment, which is competing for jobs with literally every individual in the industry at the same time.
I feel the same way. It's gonna be, hey, at least you've gone from no jobs to difficult jobs, which I feel like is.
Yeah,
it's a step.
Employment is now a possibility.
Yeah,
which is more than it used to be. So we will see.
A step at the very least.
It is very conflicting because I'm like sitting here today. I was working on editing 2 videos and scripting my first YouTube video, and I was like, "Am I ever going to release this if I get a full-time job?" I have no idea, but I spent a whole day on it anyway.
Yeah, man, I'm sad I can't fit Matt and Nikhil's Funtime Universe. Oh wait, if I use an ampersand instead of an and. Can I fit it into the TikTok live? I can! Haha! If I make Funtime one word and use an ampersand instead of an and, I can fit Matt and Nikhil's Funtime Universe into the very tight TikTok live title restrictions. That way I can confuse everybody.
Wait. Can we do a guest thing on TikTok live? I need to drum up TikTok.
Sure. Literally, I'm literally just going to be like, the camera pointing at me with my Twitch in the background. If you want to join it, sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna start it and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask what happened with the strike. Basically they got it. We don't know the exact details, but the WGA strike is over. It needs to be finalized. Nikhil, you probably know more about it than me.
The WGA strike. So there's 2 strikes going on: the WGA and SAG. WGA is the writers. They've reached a tentative agreement, which means that they have terms that they like, but now they have to go through all the checks and balances to get it settled.
All the legal terminology, basically, right?
Yeah, and so it takes 10 days to vote it in, and then everyone can go back to work on Wednesday, but actors are still on strike and still picketing and still shutting down all the production. So not
Hollywood is not starting back yet, but it is definite huge progress for the writers, because we don't know, and again, Nikhil, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're probably more in the news with this than I am, but the terms of the strike have not, or the terms of the deal have not been, they get revealed tomorrow, if I remember correctly. But the WGA did say in like their announcement that the deal is like very favorable and very good. So that's all we know, and we get final details tomorrow. Okay. And the TikTok live is going. If I see a request from you pop up, I will accept it.
I'm gonna do this right now because I need. If you do a TikTok live, they boost your video, and my video today is doing terrible.
I'm also being told that Nikhil is echoing. That might be because of an audio source thing on my end. That shouldn't be because of.
Let's blame Matt. Matt. That's a TikTok that's not playing. All right, Matt. I'm requesting to go.
I have no idea why Nick. Oh, we're good. Oh, okay. Apparently it's good now. Weird. No, I know what it was. It was because when I was setting up my TikTok live, I took my headphones off and I had them on the table facing the mic. So it was literally just your audio was being picked up through my sensitive mic since I wasn't wearing the headphones. Okay, that's fine. I can invite. Oh, there we go. I already got it. Accept.
Yes.
Oh, now it's going to default to the side by side, which is what it should always do. Oh, I should probably.
Love this. Okay.
There we go. And I've turned the volume down. There we go. Now, I love how you're going to be like nicely looking into the camera, it seems, and I'm going to be like off to the side.
Oh, no, I'm going to be looking to the side. There's no way this works. Hello, everyone from TikTok. This is the last time I'm going to acknowledge you. Sorry about Twitch.
What a vibe. All right. Now that we've set everything up, welcome everybody to Matt and Nikhil's Fun Time Universe. The, at this point, basically podcast where Nikhil and I make the worst Marvel series ideas that you've ever heard in your life, and sometimes make some good ones. Sometimes,
if we feel like it.
No, where I believe we left off was I found a randomizer, and I randomized Warlock, Valkyrie, and Husk, and then I was like, we were going to try to make a series featuring our own concepts for all of these totally unrelated characters. Do we still want to do that? Or actually, I should say one more thing before we actually start. Which is, if you want to watch the previous episodes of this series, that is easier to do now because they're all on my YouTube VODs channel, and I fixed the mix-up. Last week's episode is not up yet because I got delayed, but basically I had skipped an episode in the uploading by accident, and therefore they were named incorrectly, they were numbered wrong. That is fixed. So the Spider-Man episode is up now, and they're in the right order in the playlist, and the number order is right. So the mix-up is fixed, the episodes are there, you get the idea. Anyway, do we want to continue on this path, or do we want to say screw it and do something else? Either one is totally viable. All right.
Let's stick where we're at.
So, we didn't do I remember we didn't do anything with this because we rolled it and then we like poked at it for 10 minutes and they're like, this is going to be a bigger concept, so we'll cover it next week. I wrote down Warlock featuring Valkyrie and Husk. So is Warlock still going to be our primary guy? I remember we...
Or... I kind of think it will go easier if it's a Valkyrie.
I was about to say, I think that might have been what we determined last week, was we were like, at the end, we're like, do we want to change it so that it's Valkyrie, I cannot type apparently, as the primary, and then featuring Warlock instead. Especially because...
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because I think we play off of, in actual canon, Danny Moonstar is a Valkyrie, and I think we just make Husk a Valkyrie instead.
Oh wait, okay. So we want this to be Danny Moonstar as Valkyrie.
Well, not Danny, but yeah, like the plot, it's similar. Is my point.
I don't know.
Girl.
Okay, so wait, so is Husk are we fusing those two characters and just making Husk Valkyrie? I feel like there actually is some interesting stuff you could do there, like with symbolism, with like death and Husk's powers being weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we just make Husk.
All right,
Valkyrie.
cool. So, what's her name? Is she Cannonball's sister, or am I thinking of someone else? Okay,
she is.
Yeah.
I think
Paige, right?
I think her name is Paige.
I know Cannonball's sister is
She's one of the
Paige Guthrie, but I didn't remember if that was so. All right, cool. Easy thing there. We just fused those two. All right, cool. So what is the plot of like Danny becoming a Valkyrie? Because I know that happens. I don't know the details of it.
It's literally they go to Asgard as part of the New Mutants, and then she's like, my power is kind of death related, even though it's not really at first.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, then you're a Valkyrie, and she gets Death Sight, which tells her how people are gonna die. Basically, the thing from Death
How
Note.
do they make her power death related? Because it is fear, right? It is a fear power.
Fear,
it's not a death power. They just say it is, and
I'm gonna be honest, Matt. I don't.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I
feel like
I can look it up.
It's just.
I accidentally typed in
like...
Danny Moonster instead of Danny Moonstar. Okay. Let's see. Valkyrie. Oh, this is like older than I thought it was. I thought this was going to be a more recent development, but that's like old art.
It's like the first big Danny. It's like Demon Bear and then this. Those are the two things Danny does.
The Enchantress kidnapped the New Mutants. She went to Valhalla, and then she forged a psychic bond with a horse, and then she got Valkyrie powers.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. It's bright.
Yeah.
She like goes because that's the other thing. It's the other power. Because Marvel's racist, and Danny's indigenous. She has like a connection to all animals and has like a telepathic link to all animals. So she forms a connection with Brightwind, and that's how she becomes a Valkyrie. It has nothing to do with the fear thing.
Okay, so how about in our version, it's not racism, which is, I think, preferable.
I think that's better.
I think that is preferable. I do feel like, interestingly, there is some cool, like there is a better argument for Husk's powers being death-related than there is for Valkyries.
There is, but also Husk is a white girl from Appalachia, which is kind of like the South, and I think it'd be funny if she was just like a horse girl and just also liked horses so much that she just became a Valkyrie.
I mean, yeah, if it's bonded to a horse. For those who don't know what Husk's powers are, I will pull up I forget that sometimes I should be pulling up visual aids for these characters that people might not know. Husk is Cannonball's sister. People might know Cannonball. He was in a movie. Husk is Cannonball's...
He was in a
Cannonball's sister. Her power is that she can take her skin off and then get new skin that is superpower skin. Is that a good enough?
I don't fully understand her power because there's some sort of shapeshifting going on. Like if you scroll up, there's her like turning into a reptile by taking off her skin, and sometimes it's like metal. So it's not like the same thing. She could just keep doing.
Basically,
this
she sheds her skin to shapeshift. Is what I would probably. That's probably the better descriptor of it, not the way that I said. But the reason I phrased it the way that I did is because, as we discussed very briefly last episode, the imagery that they use on Husk constantly is very much her like ripping her skin off as though she is like ripping clothes off, which we're
dabbling in great.
We've really touched on a lot of problems with Marvel in this episode.
Also, there's like a thing later where Toad like gathers the Husks and I think has like a tea party with them or something. It's crazy.
I didn't know that. I really like Husk conceptually. Like the power is very, very cool. It's the type of weird that I think is great for mutants. I don't know if you saw this, Nikhil, because I posted it literally like an hour and a half ago. But I did a video on Maggot. Yeah, so I'm in the zone of weird mutants today. So that's fitting for talking about Husk.
Maggot and Gambit are on a team together right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't read a lot with Maggot. I know the concepts, but like I have not read a lot of his stuff specifically.
I've read a little bit in the 90s where he's like a bad guy, and then I've read this one he's with Gambit right now where he's like the best person on the team.
Yeah.
In terms of morality. So I don't fully know where he
From everything I know, he's a nice guy for the most. He has the most villain power ever. Also, I've got a TikTok plugging my Twitch right now, and then I'll plug my TikTok on the Twitch. I posted a full video about this earlier, but like he has the most disgusting bad guy villain power I've ever heard, and he's just nice, which I think is great.
But he also he named his maggots Eenie and Meanie, which is so cute. Also, people in my TikTok live, everyone on Twitch knows, but people in my TikTok live keep saying that this is a crossover they didn't know they needed, and I collab.
We are good friends. We collab all the time. Also, if you guys want visual aids for what we're doing, I'm live on my Twitch.
Go to Matt's thing. It's right over there. It's fun times.
Literally, that's what we've named it.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I guess that's a common phrase.
Yeah, because you know why we named it this? It's because you really casually called it Matt and Nikhil's Fun Time Universe once, and I was like, that's funny, and I just made that the branding. That's the great kind of things that I know how to do with my marketing degree that I spent years on. Anyway, Husk. Okay, so here's a question: how is Husk getting to Asgard? Because we have Loki set up, and we very briefly mentioned that like Thor might be around, but we never like Asgard is not a thing in this universe yet. So this weirdly would be our first foray into Asgard.
I don't know why, and what I'm about to say doesn't make any sense.
Who cares?
Well, we don't fully have like a thing going really for like mutants right now. So Green Lantern.
Where the hell is this going? But sure.
Hold on.
I am generally aware of Green Lantern. Yes.
I don't even know if this is actually Hal's origin, but in the movie, the guy like crashes his spaceship, and then the ring just like goes to Hal, and then he's the Green Lantern.
Basically it.
I think this should be, for some reason, we've hinted that Asgard exists kind of. Valkyrie comes to Earth, but she's like dying, and then she does die near the Guthrie family farm, and Paige just like takes in this horse, and in doing so becomes the new Valkyrie.
And she still has the shape-shifting powers? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna write in Animorphs, like which is what we've just created. Basically, we have made skin Animorphs, which I do not.
How did we do?
Do you know what Animorphs is, Nikhil?
It's people that can turn into animals. I didn't make anything about turning into animals.
An alien crashes his ship on Earth, and a bunch of nearby kids get his power and can shapeshift.
Okay, but like, I was very clearly and specifically doing Green Lantern.
Look, let's be honest. Green Lantern, Animorphs, Ben 10. This is not an uncommon trope, so I'm fine with using it. I gotta change this so I got my formatting.
Agent Blizzard, the Green Lantern was not good.
The movie? I haven't seen the movie, and I don't particularly plan on it.
It's one of the few movies that like everyone hates that I saw when I was a little kid and also hated.
Yeah, okay. So
like a lot of other times I watch it and I'm like, if I was like 7, I'm like, it's great. But I really could not
stand. Is that how you spell the name of the original Valkyrie? Because I assume that's who dies.
Brunhilde?
Yeah. I don't know if I...
Yeah. Brunhilde.
Does it have 2 ends? I don't actually care. I don't know if it has 2 ends or 1. But crashes horse on Earth?
Yeah.
Okay,
oh my god, wait, Paige can nurse the horse back to health.
Okay, so we're fully just going for superhero horse girl movie. Fuck yes. Yeah. Alright. This is what we're...
She's a farm girl.
Superhero horse girl movie is maybe already going to be the episode title.
And Sam is like around, and we just don't worry about it.
Sam is also here. We'll deal with that later. I'm writing that on the page. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so Paige finds the Pegasus horse, which I know isn't
other
correct.
warlock.
Nurses it back to health, becomes a Valkyrie because of the horse bond.
Yeah, it's like real, like the most classic thing you could imagine. Like she heals this horse, and then she realizes the horse is a Pegasus. Surprise. Yeah. And then now she's the Valkyrie.
Now she's Valkyrie. So how do we thus bring our good friend Adam Warlock into this?
You might want to write Adam Warlock.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Because it makes sense that it would be X-Men Warlock.
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense that it be Warlock.
It's fair.
Warlock.
It's fair that that's what people assume, but we randomize this, and that is not. That's not what we're going for.
Oh, my laundry's done. Random thing, but it's bonkers to me that Adam Warlock exists, and his like evil side is the Magnus. And then Warlock, the alien, exists, and his father that wants to kill him name is Magnus.
Well,
and I don't think any of that was intentional.
Because it's not evil Warlock is not they're like one letter off. They're like it's not the exact same. Hold on, let me.
No, it's the Magnus for both of them.
There's no N on Warlocks. It's just Magus.
Oh.
I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced like Magus. I actually have no idea how it's supposed to be pronounced. But it's not. There's. Oh wait.
I think I might just be adding.
Yeah, I just looked it up. You're actually adding. Yeah. It is. They are the same. Dude, this guy looks cool as hell.
Oh, the
Yeah, look
Magus?
at this
Yeah.
dude. I mean, I say more to chat than ever. Oh, I didn't realize he had like robot teeth. He's kind of spooky looking.
Oh, I've never seen the Magus drawn in like modern
Oh,
style.
here,
I've
he's on
never-
he's on the stream right now. He looks pretty cool. He looks like a
Yeah.
scarier Ultron.
His old like drawing was really lit. I like
Nice
in the
drawing.
olden
Hold on.
days.
Oh,
Before we were
is it
born.
this?
Yeah.
Why is he so
Yeah.
buff?
This was in the olden days before we were born. They didn't try to make Warlock or the Magus fit in like the animation style of
Yeah,
the
they-
people. They just like looked like cartoon characters that were around. I like that
Oh
way
yeah,
more.
dude.
I was like, these people shouldn't look realistic.
Not that we're getting sidetracked because this is the guy who's not even the one we're talking about, but like, yeah,
Yeah, this is not
dude,
relevant to what
Warlock
we're doing
looks so cool. When I was
Look
when
at
I
War-
was
yeah.
at I don't know if I still have the picture like on hand. Even if I did, I'd have to like text it to myself and put it in the stream, which I'm not gonna bother doing. I think at texted it to you when I was your TikTok live just died, by the way.
No, it says that you disconnected
I-
me, and I can request to
I
connect
didn't.
again. And I'm going to request to connect
I
again.
definitely didn't do that.
You definitely. This is actually a really good time for me to
Okay,
get my laundry.
you go
So
get your
you
laundry.
tell them what you're telling.
Yeah,
me.
I was just gonna. I saw a dude at ECCC, who had a full-on this Warlock cosplay, and he did it with like these proportions and this like art style. It was so cool. It was so cool. Okay, let's see. People are saying. I'm seeing someone saying it's Magus. I'm also seeing someone saying it's Magus. So I've so many people came in to give me help on the name, and there's still some conflicting opinions. Anyway, let me while we're waiting here, I'll pull up the actual Adam Warlock page. If I just click Warlock, will it bring me to the master page where I can? There's a lot of dudes named Warlock. What the heck? There's Mahayogi. The heck is this? Merlin? Okay, hold on. Now I'm going... Oh, this is Hyborian Age. Oh, this is Conan stuff. You guys can't really see this, can you? Yeah, okay. Mad Merlin. Mahayogi. I feel... Okay, we're just not going to dive into that, actually. I don't want to touch that one. Adam Warlock is the one we wanted here. Adam Warlock, Prime Marvel Universe, as we learned last week, not a space guy, which I genuinely didn't even know. But to people who have seen Guardians 3 and don't know the comics origins, he's meant to be a human. He is a genetically engineered being based on humans, made by some guys from Earth. I thought he was a space guy. I'm not gonna lie, because he is a space guy in basically everything past his origin. But he is not an alien. He is a genetically modified... I don't really know if you could call him a human, but he is based on humans, which is weird. I feel like we could definitely make Warlock a mutant-based guy then. There's a way that we can do that. I don't know if Nikhil can hear me in the back where he's doing his laundry. What do you think about that then, Nikhil? We could definitely
Wait, let me come back on your TikTok live.
Oh yeah, I have no idea why that canceled. Oh, there we go. I see it. I mean, I didn't touch my phone, so I don't know what happened.
You had 11 people. I had like 50.
Oh yeah, I had like 70 earlier, and then it dropped down when people realized we weren't interacting with the live, which is
Oh,
what
is it the
always
same
does.
number?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind then.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. Someone did explain badly. Let me Google that. But as I was saying, as I Google that, we could make Warlock how do we feel about making Warlock
I would say my gut would be that someone... I would think the best way to fit him in is that Valkyrie came to here looking for Warlock, and the way that we could do that is that someone on Earth is trying to make Asgardians. And this is like the human-made Asgardians.
That's an interesting idea. Also, my Explain Badly is 1941, despite the fact that she was created in 1975. If you don't know what that means, The person who requested it will know what it means. This is such a weird.
Wait, what?
Someone didn't explain that. I think it was Archie for a different version of Valkyrie who is named MCMXLI, which is the Roman numerals for 1941, which is the year that she crashed on Earth. Also, her art is worse than the normal Valkyrie. I don't know. Invaders is weird sometimes. Anyway, I like the idea of like artificial Asgardians. That's a cool idea. So
I'm a cool person.
yeah, sure, bud. Someone else didn't explain badly for Melf. Can't do. It's impossible to explain him any worse than he already existed. So I'm just gonna say he got hit with a truck, and that's basically the entire bit that I've got for you. Anyway, okay, so who?
I'm sorry, I just looked up Melf.
Elf with a gun.
Elf with a gun.
I believe I did put him in Canon Clash in season 1. Thank you for the Prime sub, by the way. A cast 420. Okay, so here's an important question, I think. Do we want to make Morlock connected to the Infinity Stones, and do we want to even deal with that in this, or is that something we want to do later?
I mean, I guess he should be.
Okay, so then which stone? Because we did get rid of the Soul Stone. We split that one up in our version, since we have the 8.
I don't know. What are we?
We have Power, Mind, Space, Time. Those are all the same. We split the Soul Stone into the Life Stone and the Death Stone, which are the only ones we've actually used so far. And then we split the Reality Stone into the Matter Stone, which I still am not loving the name of, and the Void Stone.
You should call the Matter Stone the Stone Stone.
The Stone Stone? I mean, that would fit the vibe. The Dance Stone and the second Dance Stone. Oh, it's a fuzzy mic thing. Fancy.
Yeah.
I don't have a fuzzy mic thing, but I have a little Iron Man guy who sits on my mic, and then I have a little like storm cloud dude that hangs from it. But he's like clipped to the mic, so I'm not going to show him off. We won't worry about those stones though. What sort of do we want to keep Adam Warlock's like fancy pretentious soul thematics, or do we want to do something else? Do we want to take him in a different direction?
I mean, if he's going to be, instead of Space Jesus, humans attempt as Guardians.
Power Stone, then maybe.
Space is.
Well, Asgardians aren't like directly space.
Oh, I guess also most Asgardians aren't known yet.
Yeah, Loki. So Loki is the only Asgardian that gets like Loki's the only Asgardian that matters so far. So really, just what's godly? I mean, because this would just be their attempt at making gods. We don't have to worry about that yet. I think reasonably, the way that this would start is like somebody. Loki gets revealed at the end of our first event. So like after Loki gets revealed, this group of crazy scientists, it can just be the Enclave, like in the comics, or we can make it someone else, is just like gets obsessed with making
Enclave,
them.
But it's spelled like ON-CLAVE.
Sure, why not? They like become obsessed with Loki and Asgardians and start making Asgardians because of that, I guess.
Oh yeah, because we have Loki.
Loki gets revealed.
It could just literally be they reveal that a god is real, and these people are like, "Well, hold on. If a god is real, then maybe we can just make one." And then they try.
Yeah. Okay. Solid. So that's who's making him, and they do. It has to be stones later, I think, because the only stones that are on Earth are the Life Stone and the Death Stone, and if we don't want to tie him in one of those, then it's got to be another one. But he can go to space later. So, and then they somehow tap into like Asgardian magic or whatever that alerts first Valkyrie, comes to Earth, crashes, Horse Girl arc. And then, I mean, do we just want to make it that like the goal then of Paige Valkyrie is just to like finish the mission and find Warlock, I guess? That's probably the easiest thing.
Yeah, I feel like if this was like a real comic, it starts out very normal. It's just about this kid They find out this person died. They raise a horse. They find out the horse is a Pegasus. They learn that they're a Valkyrie now. They realize there's a mission. They go to the mission. They have to track down Adam Warlock. They track him down. Something happens. I don't know.
and then other things will continue to happen.
But that's like
this is one of our most believable.
Issues.
Do we want to? No, I mean we don't even really have to change like Husk's powers. Like they're weird enough already that it works.
But the question is, would she now also have Death Sight?
I mean, I think probably. I think that's just a Valkyrie thing. Because what are the Valkyrie things are just like Death Sight and then maybe some level of like Asgardian physiology powers, just like enhanced strength and all that.
It's super strength, super
the
ability,
standard superhero set of things. So I mean, yeah. I'm surprised that we've landed on something so like simple from this random set of things that we've created. Thank you for adding Magic Orange Boy there. I didn't notice. I didn't want to. Yeah, that's important. Actually, which stone is orange in our color setup? I believe it is the Matter Stone. I mean, yeah, like it's so basic. I don't know where to go from here because it's just like, yeah, this is the arc.
Well, I think the question is, so where is Adam Warlock?
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
Tracking down Adam. What's happening with Adam is the next thing.
Let's make it not NYC because we've already done enough in NYC. The easiest thing to do would be to say that like in an area where Norse stuff is more common, so like Finland, Sweden, Norway, just all those areas, and that's an area that we haven't been to yet in our universe. So we could just put that in there. But like, what is he? You know what could be interesting? We actually make Warlock a kid. This is an actual like younger Warlock who has just been made and is not just an adult who comes out of an egg like in the comics.
Child Warlock.
Because that's a thing that they do later. There's younger versions of the character later, but I think if we start with that, that's more interesting. And then is he? There are a few options here. We can go for the classic things off the trope of some sort of like genetically engineered. Is he working for the Enclave and he's like being manipulated by them and doing villainy stuff? Is he escaping and just kind of trying to like hide and not be involved in things? Is he escaping and trying to do superhero stuff? Or is he escaping and doing bad guy things? Those are like the four options that we have for this trope.
I think he's escaped for sure. I think he should be going around, probably doing villainous things, but going around under the impression that he is God.
That's so the Enclave was like, hey, we're gonna make this. I think this is something that's happened in another thing that I've read that I do not remember.
It feels very familiar, but I think
there's a thing where like the group makes a god and the god's like, all right, cool, I'm God now. Why am I obeying you? Or why am I like listening? That's from something. That's from something I have read and or seen recently. What is it? Chat, please respond.
Someone mentioned Mewtwo.
That is close to Mewtwo. I guarantee you Mewtwo is not what I'm thinking of. Mewtwo is not what I'm thinking of. Vic has just shouted trees, and I don't know what that means. Okay. I like this though. This is a good idea. If we've ripped off something else, we'll deal with that later.
Good. It's not going anywhere. This isn't going to be collected.
This is a podcast. Who cares? I need to actually put this on Spotify.
It's also not
it's close enough to a podcast. Who cares?
I'm just if you're gonna keep saying that, eventually people are gonna think that this is
what else is it? There's not a word for whatever this is.
It's a Twitch stream. We're just chatting.
Okay,
this is the actual genre.
True. That is the genre. I just use that genre for everything because custom game show is not a thing I can do on Twitch for Cannon Clash. That happened in Supernatural one time. Supernatural is also not what I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. This is going to be a super niche thing not that niche, but not something that is major to my audience. I am thinking of Scaramouche from Genshin Impact. I'm thinking of Balladeer, which is different, but same bit. Anyway, I like this idea. So, Enclave has raised Warlock as a god, which he takes a bit too seriously. And then he just like this basically just entitled child dips and is like, I'm a god, I can do what I want. Why is no one listening to me?
Now, yes, and attacking other religions. I don't know. He's in the Norse land. He could actually just be like, Norse is truth. I am Norse. Stop being anything else. He's a bad guy. It's fine.
I like no.
We have run into a slight issue.
Okay.
Which is we've placed Paige in Appalachia and him.
No, I think that's a point. Is that like going over there is like a journey, but I also do want to address the plot that you have just unintentionally suggested of Southern white girl saves religion, which I don't love.
Here's the thing. You position it as about Christianity, because I'm pretty sure they got the research.
They're Southern. They almost
like,
definitely are guaranteed. They're like supposed to be very much that.
It's. I've made the Crusades.
Yes, you have made the Crusades.
But that's what we do. This is now Paige and Adam Warlock presented by Marvel Comics, Christian propaganda. That is what a non-Christian man. That is
what us two non-Christian men have somehow stumbled upon. I mean, this comes right after Canon Clash featuring Jesus, which I think is probably what got our headspace in this. Is this the direction we want to take it? I think no. I think you're right. I think no. Let's not. I like everything we've written down so far. I like the idea of Warlock thinking that he's a god and going around and being just a dick to everybody because of that.
The reason I was bringing it up is I thought it would be very funny if he was like, I am the one true god, religion, it's the Norse, and it's me. And then the actual Norse gods were like, excuse me, you are not. That
I think is fine. That I think is, actually, wait. That can be why Valkyrie came to Earth in the first place. Okay, that's good. Idea. That's good. We've brought it back. We've brought it back in. I think that's acceptable. So Warlock is doing some heresy.
Oh wait, maybe he just has like a cult. If we don't want him to be actively attacking other religions, maybe he just has like the cult of Warlock at this point.
I'll call it pseudo-Norse. Norse cult. Because he genuinely believes himself to be God.
The Church of Universal Truth. That is not gonna lie, Archie.
That's a solid idea. Actually, we just make this the Church of Universal Truth. So he has a pseudo-Norse cult because he genuinely believes himself to be God, and I'm gonna write
the Church of Universal Truth is the cult of
Warlock,
that's
what he has connections to that. So we've done stuff. Okay.
We made it, guys.
Cult, and then I will put in parentheses there, Church. I cannot type to save my life today. Church of Jesus, not the Church of Jesus. That's Christianity. There we go. Church of Universal Truth, because he genuinely and then so he has this cult where he's pretending to be an Asgardian, not pretending to be, I guess, genuinely thinks that he is. Valkyrie comes to Earth to try to stop that, gets shot down or crashes or something.
I think what it should really be is that Valkyrie comes to Earth also under the conception that there's like a rogue god that's down here just telling everyone.
So she also thinks it's
what's up.
Okay.
And then the big reveal of this fake comic that we're making is that it's not one of the Norse gods. It's fucking Adam Warlock, who's just a guy that was made.
Okay, I like that. Write that down. Well, I think. Write that down. So yeah, that's cool. And then Paige has her horse girl journey. Actually, maybe is this the second arc? So is the horse girl journey is like the first arc, and then this is the second arc. Okay, so then who is the bad guy in? Oh wait, okay, this could actually be interesting. The remnants or remaining guys from the Enclave are the bad guys of the first one, because they were researching Asgardian stuff, and they find out that an Asgardian horse has crashed to Earth, and so we continue with the horse girl themes of the bad guys want to take the horse away. And then Paige has to save the Asgardian horse from the bad guys who want to study it. And then the second arc is like, oh, this is what they were working on. And now it's spiraled into worse stuff. Cool. Sure. I'll write that down as well. Comes Valkyrie. Enclave wants to take horse.
Oh, maybe the reason Paige even goes looking for him? Maybe she finds out that she came looking for this god, and Paige goes to look for him just to, like, to find out more about what's going on with Norse people.
Yeah.
Like, she's not even explaining.
Yeah, okay. Podco says, I hate this so much. I'm not going to lie. I do genuinely think this is actually one of the better ones we've created. This is one of the more believable ones.
This is one of those times that it's like an
here's the thing. With the way that we are, like, talking and framing this, we're kind of talking about it in comedic terms. Think about it genuinely for a second. This is 100% believable as a Marvel series. 100%. This is fully legitimate, actually. Yeah, okay, cool. Because we've tied it all in. Yeah, so what's a brief recap? Valkyrie crashes on, or into America, and,
Yep.
I need to shut this thing off. It's not... Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Valkyrie crashes into America. Paige finds the Pegasus horse, nurses it back to health, becomes a Valkyrie because of that. As this is happening, the Enclave wants to take the horse because they find out that an Asgardian horse has crashed on Earth and they need that for their research. I think this would be.
Do you mean to have slow mode on?
I don't. What is it even set to? I didn't turn it on. Oh, it's set. It's only set to 5 seconds. Is fine. I think having.
You sure I can turn it off right now?
No, I don't really care. 5 seconds isn't like... 5 seconds is reasonable. I'll just turn it off. Hold on.
I got it.
No, we both turned it off. Ha.
Well, ha to you. No, it says Nikhil Clayton disabled slow mode.
Yeah, I think you got there first. Okay, so... where was... Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Someone commented, Jack Kirby would write this if there was more Mystic shit. Yes, yeah. Jack Kirby would write this if it was more like something Jack Kirby would write. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think he would actually write the Horse Girl comic we came up
with. The second part, yes. The second part for sure. I think first arc, mostly... Where's my... Sorry, my computer fan is going, like, way more than yours. Let me put, like, a soundproofing thing right behind it so it doesn't make annoying sounds on the mic. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But this should hopefully muffle some of that if I just throw that there. And hopefully it doesn't muffle my voice too badly. It's probably fine. If that is bad audio, tell me and I'll fix it. But yeah, so I think first arc is like mostly just Paige's mutant powers, and then she gets Valkyrie powers like at the end. Yeah. And then when she has her Valkyrie powers, she's like, "This is crazy. Let's go figure out what's going on." And then she goes to Norse land, specifics TBD, and finds out a Morlock in the Church of Universal Truth, he's pretending to be God. And then she deals with that. This is actually pretty solid. I do think this is one of our better ideas, and we actually came up with it in such a reasonable amount of time, which is hilarious. Usually our good ideas take so much longer to decide on.
There was a lot less fucking around and a lot less Googling random characters. I think on task, here's what this is, guys. This is proof that if Matt and I took this seriously, we could have created a genuine Marvel universe. But
Nikhil's a comedian, and I'm sometimes funny, and so this is what we usually end up with nonsense. Since we have had, we're 2 for 2 right now when it comes to this random generator thing, because it gave us the Chod thing and it gave us this. So I'm gonna actually.
I don't know how like wild of characters.
It's big.
Like, I brought it Chod.
I will.
Because so far, who's it given us? It's given us
I'm
Gambit.
gonna go grab a granola bar really quick in a second, just so that I can not have
Oh my god, I'm
low
gonna grab
blood sugar.
a granola bar. Wait, we should both eat granola
I mean, I
bars.
can just go to a pause screen. I'm gonna generate a few. My phone just fell out of its phone mount. My tripod's very broken, and so I can't actually have the phone where it's supposed to be. If I want myself to be in frame.
What we should do for the randomizer is have it still set to 3, but we'll pick one of the 3 random each time.
Oh, okay, that's fun. Also, I'm gonna roll just a few just to show some random. This is not gonna be what we're using, but like Molly Hayes, Blink, and Eternity was who I just rolled, which is like there's Black Cat, Sasquatch, Namorita, Moon Knight, Wasp, and Ant-Man. That's a fairly normal one.
Molly Hayes is a bizarre
Zorn,
pull, though.
Darkstar, Agent X. I don't even know who that one is.
Oh, he's some bullshit. Don't worry about it.
Major Victory is in here. Dakota North is in here. So it's a very in-depth generator. Okay, so I guess are we both gonna go grab food now? I need it for my blood sugar.
Yeah,
okay, cool. So I'm gonna throw this to a pause screen for like 60 seconds because I need food for legitimate medical reasons and Nikhil's just hungry. So we'll be back in like 60 seconds. We'll be back in like 60 seconds.
I can be hungry, you bastard.
I can be hungry, you bastard is also a decent episode title. Anyway, we'll be back in just a second. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Quick as promised. I've already eaten half my granola bar. I don't know if Nikhil's eaten any of his.
Nope.
All right. Let me pull up this randomizer. Well, pull it up so that chat can actually see.
I want to point out, Matt gave me shit for eating on a fucking live stream. My thing, Matthew. I was born into this. You merely adopted the eating on
I'm
stream.
doing this for medical reasons. I have to discriminate. He's discriminating against my disability. Okay, this is not the one that So, we're going to roll 3 times. And pick, like, our favorite of the 3 each time. Or the weirdest of the 3. Depending on our mood. Also, we have established that we're allowed to combine characters for this. Which I think is good. So, first roll. Wolverine, the Captain, which I guess is Carol Danvers. I don't know why it says the Captain.
Oh, that's not the Captain. The Captain is
Yep.
the other guy.
And Elixir.
I think we take the Captain.
The real Captain?
Yeah.
I feel like okay. Alright. I thought you were gonna go with Elixir, but we'll take the Captain. I'll write it down.
The Captain.
You don't know who that is, you're about to learn. People want me to do a video on Next Wave so bad, and I just really don't want to. And
Why
because
not?
I think the comment section is going to be annoying.
Fair.
All right. Roll again. Vision, Hellstorm, and Ronin.
Hellstorm.
Yeah, okay. Wait.
So
We
Ronin?
already have Hellstorm. No. That doesn't rule it out. It just has to be our Hellstorm. Or it has to be Doyle Dormammu Hellstorm. All right, cool. We're keeping it.
He gets a solo because the Avengers sold so well. They got the Hellstorm solo book.
Dude, Hellstorm. Wait, like in real life or in ours? Okay.
No.
You know
in
we
our
start
world.
with a Hellstorm solo in ours. He's like the second character to get a solo. Or, no, not that, but like pretty soon. Mm-hmm.
Wait, really? I thought he was just in your team up.
No, he's the first Magic.
This is from the
He's
episode
the first
I
Magic
watched
character.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I missed the Magic episode. Cool.
Okay,
Hellstorm.
and our third.
Hellstorm Volume
Beast,
2.
Nova, and Drax.
Well, we can't use
I feel like it
Nova,
has
though.
to be Drax. Just because the level of dysfunctional for this team up is high. Very high. Alright, I will pull up and do my explanation of the Captain really quick. Which, again, people... I'm not going to do a video on it. You can ask all you want. I'm not going to do it. And you'll see why when I show you guys. So the captain is from a book called Next Wave. The captain is not his actual superhero name. His actual superhero name is Captain Blank, and it is heavily implied that whatever the actual word is so bad that it has to be censored. So it's Captain something censored, and that is why I don't want to do the video, because I know that people are going to be making a lot of jokes that I really don't want to have to deal with in my comment section. But for this, I don't care.
If you just say his name is Captain Fuck, then no one will make any jokes.
Yeah, but I also try not to curse so much on TikTok, which I have been. It's funny. Within the past week of doing content, I have had someone tell me to curse more and someone tell me to curse less, and so there's no way to make everybody happy. I don't give a shit.
Well, it's so funny. I curse so much, and no one's ever told me either way.
No one has before.
Except when I complained once about views, someone was like, "Maybe you don't have as many views because you curse." And
I don't think that's the case. No one cares anymore. But the comments I usually get about cursing is sometimes on my lives people be like, "It's weird to hear you curse," because I don't in my videos very often. But I do on lives, as everybody knows.
I curse so much on live streams, I had to stop doing TikTok lives because they would keep
Really? Wow.
I got banned 3 times when I started trying to do Twitch.
That's very funny.
Well, when you're screaming at something to die, I understand why from TikTok's perspective
I get
it's bad.
I'm also looking at the heart star. What the heck is? I haven't read Next Wave. People are gonna be like, oh, the big edgy Next Wave fans are gonna be so sad about that, and I really don't care. But so he has the heart star. Also, I guess this is just going to be main. We're going to have the captain be main canon in our universe, because Next Wave isn't main canon in this in 616. But I don't want to deal with multiverse nonsense.
Alright, that would make.
Okay, so his powers are literally just generic superhero. Intentionally, they are referred to as generic superhero abilities.
No, he's got cannonball, right? Look at that picture. That's clearly a cannonball situation.
Oh, he's just flying weird.
Oh.
Okay. He's just flying weird. It's not a cannonball thing. I think the more interesting character for our purposes is Drax, because Drax's lore. It's insane. If you guys don't know, so this is not directed to Nikhil, because Nikhil already knows this. This is directed just to the audience. You guys know how in the comics, or not in the comics, I already fucked it up. You know, in the movies, Drax is just an alien, and he's just like that because he's an alien. In the comics, Drax was a human, and he was a human who at the time was he was a saxophonist, and he and his family were in a car, and that car happened to be near Thanos' ship when it was passing over Earth on a secret mission. And Thanos was
drive by.
Oh yeah, okay. Thanos was like, "Oh shoot, witnesses!" And he smashes the shit out of the car. And then somehow Thanos' dad, right? Yeah, Thanos' dad.
Yep.
Is like, we need someone to deal with my son, and so he takes the consciousness of the human saxophonist that Thanos smashed into bits and puts it in a body made of dirt that he turned into
clay.
It says soil here. It's funnier if I say dirt. Body made of dirt, and gives it superpowers, and that's Drax. And originally, Drax was not just a strong dude. He had a cape, and he looked kind of like Vision, and he could fly and shoot cosmic energy beams. Drax's lore is insane.
He also progressively got stupider until he had the mind of a child.
Yeah, that is. He's also originally was not the characterization that you've seen.
But 2 things about this. 1, this is why Drax was one of my favorite, not to plug my own shit, but one of my favorite MCU meets videos I did. Yep. Because the idea of movie Drax meeting a version of himself whose name is Arthur cracked me the hell up. 2nd, this is because Lego Marvel Superheroes came out just before Guardians did. And they put the Guardians in the game, but they didn't know what they were going to do to them for the movie. Drax is a human in the game, which is amazing to me.
Really? I actually didn't process that.
We have human Drax. There's a whole mission about getting him his saxophone back. The guy, he's Arthur Douglas.
That's so funny.
In
I
the
had
game.
no idea. But then, yeah, they did kind of change him a little bit to make him more in line with Movie Drax. So he looks like Movie Drax now because he... Did he get destroyed and then his body got rebuilt?
Yeah, he like died and they made him a new body, and the new body is
the new body is the movie one. And then I believe they did kind of like they gave him some of his, I don't know. There's a whole, his history is way more complicated than you would expect from the movie one, who is just family died and now I am here with the Guardians.
I can't believe they made him an alien. That's so ridiculous. Let him be a Clayboy.
Comics Drax is just so much wilder, which is why I think in our universe we're fully going with some version of saxophonist Arthur Douglas. Yes.
Well, I was gonna say we gotta figure out, because we haven't done Thanos, so we have to figure out who in our cosmic lineup could do the
Or we
drive-by.
could make Thanos. We could also make whoever the heck we want.
Well, do we have anyone?
We don't have a lot of cosmic villains yet. We have.
Oh, we have Tyrant.
We do have Tyrant. I remember putting Tyrant in, and I don't actually remember.
He's in the King Chad shit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tyrant
because
comes.
Tyrant explicitly attacks Earth in the King Chad
Yeah.
stuff. So Arthur Douglas can just be a casualty of the Tyrant thing. Okay.
Who attacks Earth with the Ultimate Nullifier? Oh, the Watcher does.
No one attack. Oh, in our universe, yeah, it is the Evil Watcher, Auron.
Yeah, Evil Watcher
uses the Ultimate Nullifier on Earth, but he's just a Fantastic Four fanboy, so I don't think that would track.
Yeah, no, we won't, that one doesn't work. But we can do Tyrant. Make Tyrant, guys. Tyrant is such a relevant and important character, and it's good that he's being carried over in this world. This is the level of respect and detail that you want to see in a fictional universe for characters that are so beloved.
Should I put Tyrant in Canon Clash? I feel like I could write a blurb for Tyrant that is accurate and fitting the vibe of Canon Clash. Of just like, you guys know Galactus? What if Galactus created a different guy who was cooler and stronger and a robot, and he was better than Galactus?
You know Ultron? What if he was?
What if Ultron was from space and was the coolest, strongest villain that anyone ever fought?
And his name was.
That is basically who, for people who don't know who Tyrant is, which is probably most of you. Basically, someone, I actually don't know who made him, and I'm not going to pull up the name now because I'm going to be mean. Is basically like an edgy '90s OC who is Galactus made a guy who is cooler and better, and that's pretty much the only way that I can describe Tyrant. Okay, so Drax. I wish there was like a command that I could use for bullet pointing so I didn't have to zoom in and out, but it's like Command Shift. I guess I can do that. Hold on.
Can you just hit Enter, Matthew?
Well, not Command.
Just hit Enter.
No, I'm trying to make this on a separate thing. What do you mean just hit Enter? I mean, I could just hit Enter like that, and then kill this one. Okay, there we go. I guess that works. Or I could just do... I don't think you have taken your phone for the TikTok live, so I can just look over to my left on my third active screen and just see a close-up of your face. I just pasted my link tree by accident from something else I was doing. Okay, so the Captain Hillstorm Drax. I guess I should copy this and then put this here. There we go. See, look at how much effort I put into that for really no payoff. Drax gets drive. But what? You good there, bud? You got some energy you need to let out?
Yeah. It's called a dance stream, Matthew. You wouldn't understand. I'm sorry not all of us went to the Emmanuel School of Dance. Okay.
I want you to know that I have had to Google that to see if that was even a real thing, and it is.
You went there. You went there. Of course it's a
I
real
wasn't
thing.
sure. I was like, is this a name that he made up, or did Nikhil go to the effort of actually finding a real dance school? And he went to the effort of finding a real one, or it was a really big coincidence.
Guys, he is so in the weeds of this gaslighting.
That
That's
said,
crazy.
I do know people who have gotten college degrees for specifically like Christian dance performances. So maybe Emmanuel Dance Academy is not that big of a stretch for
ex-students of his.
Yeah.
Students, not students, peers.
I was a teacher at the Emmanuel Dance Academy, actually. I was a professor. Okay, gets drive-by'd. That's what I'm going to put until someone gives me a better option. By tyrants during the King Chad stuff. Are we gonna make... I feel like this is kind of defeating the purpose of doing like our own rewrite, but I feel like original Drax is just so wild conceptually and underused in larger media that we can just make his Drax basically the same as what it currently is, except maybe more saxophone. more Drax. This Cosmic Drax still does saxophone stuff.
No, this Cosmic Drax didn't do saxophone until
the saxophone part was added.
He gained saxophone ability.
Okay, wait. I have an idea. Wait. Okay. Who's gonna make Arthur Drax? And I have a pitch. Can we make him have some tech from the future? Some sort of future tech that was brought by Cable. Thus, I will write in here: Cable has time travel sax, which is the best callback joke I will ever make in my life.
Wait, so this is sax doing?
I don't know. That's the best that's the best callback joke I'll ever make in my life, and so we need to have it.
Oh my god,
we need to have it. So we need somewhere to go from this. If we're allowed.
I did start this. Tell me where we're going.
I did start it. Now I have to finish it. I understand. So, okay. Does Cable still have the techno-organic virus in this? Let's say sure.
Yes. I believe we specifically gave that.
So, some bit of the techno-organic virus, like, gets into Arthur's...
We're making him a robot?
Arthur's, like, smashed up car and, like, upgrades his dead body and fuses it with the saxophone that was also in the car. I don't know. I just want to make this joke work. That's my only goal now.
Okay, hold on. For those who can't see, on the 12 people on this TikTok live, we have a document open, and all it says.
Well, it says a lot of things. It says like 8 pages of mostly garbage.
But for this section, go down to the bottom. Oh, actually, I could look at mine. All right, for this section, it just says the Captain / Drax bullet point Drax, 2 sub bullet points. Gets drive-by'd by tyrant during King Chad stuff. Cable has time travel facts.
You can't make fun of me for this, because need I remind you that if you go to the mutant section on our page, the first bullet point is Cable has time travel sex, which is what...
And then we made it work.
Yeah, and that's not what we're doing.
So make this work, Matthew.
So Cable has time travel sex. Do we give Drax sonic powers? And that's how we bring this in. Why are you so shocked at that? That's believable. Yeah.
No. You're terrible. All this is terrible. What has happened? We were gonna.
What's happened is I made a really damn good callback joke, and I don't know where to go from here.
What are we even doing with the saxophone? All I said was he gets the saxophone after
Nikhil,
the transformation.
look me in the eyes and tell me that this joke isn't good. Look me in the eyes and tell me that this
No,
joke
it's a
isn't
great
good.
joke, but what are we doing?
All right,
Where are
fine,
we going?
fine. If we can't come up with a pitch.
No, it's keep it. We will think about it, but I don't think he should have the powers of a saxophone.
No. Okay. So, all right. So this will be separate. He'll get a saxophone later. The
Look,
question.
get Cable's time travel.
It's still
sax
there. We'll
later.
get to it later. The point still stands of what is making Drax, because it can't be unless it is Tyrant's dad, which would be Galactus, which I feel like is a wild thing to do unless we are fusing Drax with Galacta, who I do want to bring in at some point, but probably not today. Shut up, you stupid machine. Continue.
I don't know. I feel like it should be Cable.
Every time that machine goes off, it turns my volume up and leaves it up, and so I have to mute you again so that we don't get audio feedback. I hate that thing. What did you say? Sorry.
I said I feel like it has to be Cable. Makes him.
It doesn't have to be Cable. It can. I mean, if we want to bring it. Look, I'll be the first person.
Unrelated. He's gonna go meet Cable.
I will be the first person to say this doesn't make any sense.
I think we have Tyrant, who's come to Earth for reasons that I don't remember.
Just mess up the Alien Peace Conference Conquer stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he wants to be a tyrant of the universe. So he sees Drax driving along, murders him, moves on about his day. Cable, for some reason, doesn't like this man, Tyrant. All we've established with Cable is that he goes to all of different points of time and fucks a lot.
That's the one thing we have about Cable.
Oh! Wait, actually. Did we give Cable the TO virus?
I don't believe we ever covered it at all. I don't believe we ever, we never confirmed it, but we never denied it. I think actually, Control F. Cable is mentioned 2 times in this whole document. One of them is Cable has time travel sex, and the other one is Cable has time travel sex.
Cable has time travel sex.
I think we're free to do whatever the hell we want.
Here's what I'm thinking. We establish that Cable, this kind of actually ties into Krakoa, weirdly, but we establish that Cable, the reason he's bouncing around so much in time is because there is this post-apocalyptic, terrible future where Earth is assimilated into the Technarchy.
Okay.
And the reveal is that Tyrant is the one who creates the Technarchy and creates the TO virus.
Okay. Believable.
In an attempt, this is how he's going to Tyrant everything. Is he's going to infect everything with it. And so Cable is trying to stop this from happening. And that's why he's coming around. He's trying to stop Tyrant. Tyrant shows up on Earth this time, so Cable's also here right now. He kills Drax. For some reason, which to be fair, I don't know why Thanos' dad did this either. He decides that Drax is their best shot at killing this guy, so he makes Drax. That is my pitch.
Yeah, out of curiosity, I was looking at the Drax wiki page to see if there was any insight onto why the hell Mentor did this, and I'm not seeing any.
I really think it's just this guy's got spite. Maybe he'll be a good soldier. Which, honestly, Cable could think the same. That's fine.
That feels like it's within Cable's personality.
So I'm gonna write.
All right, we've gotten some decent things here. Okay, so Cable's been and the funny thing is Drax even the main. Drax isn't even our main guy of this. If this is a team book. No, so yeah, we don't have to come up with an arc for Drax. Drax has just been running around and then he'll show up in this team book. So that's good. Let's see. Trying to think what could happen. Okay. So this is good. We've pretty much set this unless we want to tie this into Saxophone. Earth gets absorbed into Technarchy. Cable just makes.
I'm writing up on the Tyrant part now. Tyrant.
And it's actually formatted correctly on the screen. Wow, I'm amazed. Oh, you're adding up to the okay, I get it. You're
Yeah,
adding.
I'm adding it to the
You're adding
private
it
part
up
of there.
here. There it is. Okay, cool. So Cable sees Drax get killed by Tyrant, and then techno-organic viruses him. Idea. If we want to be stupid and kind of have a cop-out answer, Cable has, like, the device that he uses to make Drax kind of looks like a saxophone. Isn't one, but kind of looks like it.
Wait, Wait, hold on.
All right, or we can do this, and reanimate Drax out. Okay, Soundwave. Sure. He's, if like
it's future technology. Who knows how it works? Okay.
For all of the laughing that we're doing here, I do feel like, since this is not a Drax solo book that we are theoretically making right now, it is believable enough that this would be like a one-off line where Drax is like, "Oh yeah, I was made when a guy played a saxophone from the future, and it brought me out of the dirt."
A saxophone.
And everyone just looks at him. They're like,
okay.
"What?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then that's the bit, and it never gets explained more.
He's very far in the future. At one point, he finds this device. It looks like a saxophone. He's carrying it around. He decides to give it to like make Drax out of it. And this is what it does. Drax wakes up. He doesn't know what's going on. It looks like a saxophone.
Yeah, and then we never have to explain it because it can be a one-off thing, and we don't have to do lore. All right, sweet.
Carmaniac. I'm taking that.
Nikhil's house is haunted. The door just closed in the background without him touching it.
Oh, that's probably my
It didn't look like there was anyone there. I'm sure it was, but it was very spooky. Saxromancy?
I did not come up with that. That is the chat. That is a highlighted message. But it is amazing.
Yeah, all right. Saxromancy. That's we've coined a term that I'm sure will have so much use in the wider world of pop culture at large. Trademark. Hold on.
We can't trademark it. Someone else just used it. It's right there. It's
well, you know what? No one's. If we say trademark first, that's how it works, right? I think that's how it works.
If we say
the word trademark out loud first. There we go. We wrote it down first.
I'm sorry, Kerbaniac. That's just.
Yeah, I will say that we have sort of by proxy accidentally implied the existence of sexromancy, which is.
Why have we done that? That's not.
If we
true.
have the whole bit.
That's not how things work. Just because two words sound similar does not mean sexromancy is a thing.
I would love to call it. Maybe sexromancy might be the episode title too. Damn. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Hold on. We have to, for the bit, format it like this. It can't. It has to be formatted where it's still just the bullet point. It's just that. Okay. So we have Drax. Now the captain. The captain has the most generic superpowers available.
Oh no, but I guess Hellstorm's like an actual character. Yeah. I was gonna say we could have Cable make this guy too, which is all people he makes. But
yeah, Hellstorm's from Dormammu. So the captain's thing is literally just he has generic powers from like a alien thing that he got given.
Also, the captain's entire shtick, like joke, doesn't work because I don't think we have any other captains in this world.
I don't believe we do. A lot of people have been asking when we were going to do Captain America, and I haven't thought about that at all. So, okay, wait. The heart. Let me look at the Heart Star. It was created by two advanced aliens. These guys. They were wandering through Brooklyn one night looking for someone.
What the fuck are those
They're
people?
Spawn and Squatron.
Oh, Spawn and Squatron.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Obviously,
it's Spawn and Squatron.
Tront, please. That doesn't rhyme.
Okay, but I'm his friend, and he lets me call him Squatron.
Okay, sure. What's
Just like Reginald lets me call him Reggie.
Reginald? Who's?
Yes. You know, Reginald.
All right. Apologies to Reginald for not remembering. The pair was wandering through Brooklyn one night, looking for someone to grant the Messianic Siddha complex to, so that they could rescue their fellows from this terrible environment. And then they found the captain just kind of drunk on the road, and they gave him superpowers, and then he killed him. Weirdly, I feel like we could actually believably have this guy also get powers in the aftermath of the tyrant thing. Just like he finds some shit that got like knocked off Tyrant's ship in the fight and gets superpowers from it.
I do think they should all like go fight Tyrant. I think we're creating a wonderful like mini universe thing of these randomized ones all eventually gonna go fight Tyrant.
Does King Chod not fight Tyrant at the end?
He does. That's what their arc is. We left him going off into space to go fight Tyrant.
Okay, so there's I actually do love the idea that there are these two entirely separate groups, both of which are going to fight Tyrant, but they're just not related.
They're not. It's like Thanos.
Everyone just kind of fights Thanos. Okay, yeah. So the captain found some shit that fell off Tyrant's
I'm gonna look up real quick how many comics Tyrant
ship, and it gave him superpowers, and that's pretty much all that we need there. Now, how does Hellstorm, the character we have established earlier,
Tyrant? Hey guys, Tyrant is in 16 comics.
He's gonna be in more in ours,
and not. Aren't you glad he's the cosmic baddie we have and not Null? It's great.
Oh, you don't remember the best? Okay, Reginald the Sandman Goon. I'm right. Oh, look, I forgot that Nikhil named him. I forgot that Nikhil gave him an official name.
Oh, I did a lot more than name him. I talk about Reginald every stream.
All right. So how the heck are we going to bring Hellstorm into this? Where we last left off Hellstorm, he had kind of like found and helped the recently revived Doctor Strange with the help of his Aunt Clea. And I guess he was just doing magic stuff from there on. So how are we going to bring that into this?
I'm sorry, you got to repeat that. I'm really sorry. I read Random Robots Aurora Monroe Hellstorm comment, and it confused me so much. I stopped listening. What?
So the last time we saw Hellstorm, he had been chasing around the recently revived Doctor Strange with his Aunt Clea. And that's kind of just where we left him off, is he finds Doctor Strange and does that, and then we hadn't done anything else with him.
That wouldn't be he's not his aunt, right? He's his sister.
No, aunt.
No, she's Dormammu's niece.
So cousin, that's what I meant. I think I wrote aunt down because I was thinking she's older, but yeah, technically cousin. Okay, so how does this very magic-y guy get involved with Tyrant? Let me pull up the wiki for Tyrant, all 16 comics of it. I'm sorry, who is Keno Barkerton?
I mean, I completely redefined his goals, motives, and origin earlier in this call, so I don't know how much reading.
I found a different Tyrant, if we want to switch up the vibe. This is Keno Barkerton. He's the Tyrant of Tombstone Valley. Keno. He's the deadliest gang of owl hoots in the Old West. From Rawhide Kid 41 in May 1964. Abilities include decent shot and an adequate horseman. That's what it actually says. Barkerton was a decent shot with a pistol and an adequate horseman. A decent shot and an adequate horseman is excellent.
I just had him.
We're not doing this. We're gonna do the real Tyrant. Look, rabbit holes are good.
Oh my god.
The fact that the Rawhide Kid,
oh my god, the Rawhide Kid, like fucking.
He's got to go smash this guy.
Level And Lego Marvel 2, annoying. I don't know why that was a thing.
Just there's a lot of good, not good. There's a lot of jokes I could make with this cover. I'm not going. No,
One.
I don't feel like it. No,
Make
I don't
one.
feel. I don't. I'd rather make a good joke than a joke that's. Look, I already made the time travel sex one. I'm done with my. I've hit my bad joke quota for the day. Anyway, let me click back through all the things. There we go. Tyrant. Here he is. He's big. He's green, and he's. I don't have an end to that sentence. I forgot that he does fight. I forgot, Nikhil, we did forget a very important part of Tyrant's history, which is that he has a whole nemesis group that's just, like, sexy space ladies. I totally forgot about that, but that's the other edgy 90s part of this guy's origin, is that he has an entire, like, there is an entire order of sexy space lady warriors just dedicated to fighting him.
Wait, what's this?
The Spinster Hood. Yeah,
Oh,
the
yes,
whole
the
they're in one comic, apparently, which feels weird. But yeah, they were. Let me. Yeah, their whole thing is that they fought Tyrant. So we could do that if we wanted.
I think we should. I think here, go back to the doc real quick.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So is this the team? It is kind of funny if we have the new. That's actually the Spinster Hood died like a long time ago. They failed, but like one of them survives and creates the new incarnation of the Spinster Hood. But instead of being an order of like kind of problematic 90s sexy space ladies, the new iteration is just like these three kind of sweaty guys.
Wait,
would be kind of great, actually.
Yes, but here's what I'm thinking. We merge
Oh, hold on, it wasn't
the Spinster
flying,
Hood.
right?
We merge the Spinster Hood with the Ascani.
Okay.
And then, because the Ascani are Cable's covet of
Yeah.
the sexy ladies.
90s.
And so this is like the group that like is somehow involved with Cable, and Cable's like, they're not going to exist for a while, so I'll just make them here with people I find, and then he picks the worst people.
He's so good. Like, imagine the spaceship opening. It's like, yes, we've recruited the most elite warriors and this ancient group known for being, and then like the whole spiel of them being sexy space ladies, and then the spaceship doors open and it's just like these three awkward guys. Unironically, this has been like kind of, this would be a parody comic that I think would be fantastic, because this is just like the 90s tropes flipped so perfect. I love this now. This is the ingredient. This is the secret ingredient that we needed to actually make this one fantastic. Okay, that's excellent. Someone says this is the Rebel Alliance from Star Wars plus the Amazons from DC. The Spinster in the comics, basically. But yeah, they're space Amazons, not ours. Ours is better. Future. Yeah, they're future space Amazons, but ours are just these awkward dudes. So Hellstorm is he is the most like, we never established how old Hellstorm was in this universe, because he's older. He's got to be older than current Doyle, because current Doyle is like 12, or I don't know how old he actually is, because they probably age differently, but basically like 12. I was imagining this Hellstorm is like early 20s, maybe. I don't know. So then how does Hellstorm get involved in this awful nonsense?
Well, Hellstorm's like official, right? Like Hellstorm's been doing.
Yeah, he's the one legitimate one.
Oh, maybe Cable reaches out to Clea and is like, I have this idea, I'm doing a Spinster Hood thing. And Cleo's like, no, thank you.
Cleo says,
but you could have my
that's
nephew.
actually great. Cable's like, please join my order of sexy space ladies, and Cleo says, fuck no, but you can have Doyle. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, great, excellent.
Wait.
No notes. Because it's a bit, but also like he is genuinely the most competent on the team. That's great. That's great.
Okay, this is amazing. This is working well.
That is super good. Okay. All right, so we have our team. We have assembled our team of dumbasses. and then these guys are just going to space to fight Tyrant. I mean, like that's basically okay, so who do they fight instead? Because there's no way that these guys are getting the Tyrant first. Like, who do they run into on the way? It'd be like Tyrant's like henchman or like one of his like lieutenants or something.
Yeah, I think we need a lower
what? Okay, what other?
Somehow lower than Tyrant with a 60 appearances.
What other?
What about what's his face?
Oh yeah, him. Him would be good.
He was a Herald of Galactus, and then
okay, we actually
anymore. He looks like Darkseid.
Terrax. Okay, yeah. Oh, I was actually going in the same direction you were. I was going to click through to the Galactus's Heralds category because we can kind of just keep it in the themes of like that.
Did you see Terrax? Is that his name, Terrax?
Terrax the Tamer is, I believe, his specific name, but yeah.
But his name is actually apparently Tyros.
Yeah, his supervillain name is Terrax, but his actual name is like Tyros or something. I don't know why he has two distinct names. He doesn't need them.
Okay, did you see that he was like I assume you did, but he was just in a book. Like I read him last week.
I'm not surprised because he's one of those guys that just kind of shows up a lot.
He's in Children of the Vault too.
Terrax is very much that kind of archetype of character who's just like he used to be something for a bit and now he just shows up whenever they need a vaguely cosmic guy. Is that the role that he is in Children of the Vault?
I think, he literally shows up for like 10 seconds to be like, look at all the people that the Children of the Vault have defeated, and then
there he is.
I really think it's just a Darkseid.
It is.
Like, we need someone who looks powerful. They just got the guy who looks Darkseid.
A vaguely cosmic.
I knew it was Terrax.
A vaguely cosmic guy. Okay. Yeah, Terrax is fine, and he can just be like a lieutenant of. Oh, it's actually he has earth bending powers too, so maybe he could screw with Drax if Drax is made of dirt and clay. Also, yes, he looks like Darkseid. People in chat are going to. He looks like Darkseid. He's Darkseid, but less interesting. How many books has he been in? I'm gonna try to predict now. I'm gonna say in.
I know the answer.
I'm gonna say
you. Yes.
I want to go. I'm gonna say in the 80s. I'm gonna say in the 80s.
You're correct.
86. Dang! Wow. I'm
86.
Impressed. All right. Cool. All right. And yeah, you're right. Children of the Vault Volume 1,
I'm gonna send panel. The one panel Tyrax was in.
These guys look cool. Who are these people? These guys look cool. The Children of the Vault. I don't know X-Men anymore.
Oh, they're a whole thing. It's complicated.
These guys.
The Vault is like one of many fucking things that they have where it's like, oh, play and humans evolved. And now they're also good.
I'm gonna be honest. The Vault seem like I have out of all the Krakoa stuff. Krakoa seems interesting. The Vault I have so wildly little interest in. It seems so. It seems so tangential to everything else.
I have to go reread the like original X-Men from Krakoa, like the actual flagship, because I read all the other titles more. And I know the Vault. I know the Vault is a big part of that, and I have to reread that to see if I give a shit. It comes back post like in like Reign of X, and that's fun enough, and then it's back again now in Children of the Vault. But it is my least favorite part. I don't care.
Also, yeah, we were totally right about his role. Is this literally the only panel that he's in? Because if
This is the
I
one
don't know if
panel.
it's too small for you guys to read on your stream, but this one caption box says subduing a fallen former herald of Galactus and setting himself up as a new god in New Guinea. So he literally shows up as like, we need a
It's just a they beat Darkseid
we
joke.
we need a cosmic guy so that
are.
someone can kick his ass and yeah, it's like what. It's kind of like Wrecking Crew in a sense, where it's like we need a strong guy that someone can kick the ass of to make them look powerful. It's like what Galactus is too. Have we had people wanting Galactus? Have you heard all the rumors and stuff that like Galactus is what Marvel wants to be, the big bad of like MCU third saga? And I don't know. You worked at Marvel Studios, so I don't know if you're like.
I should. So
yeah,
I don't believe.
Not that I expect you to know that kind of thing, but I feel like if you say something, people are going to jump on it. So I rescind my question.
But
I'll say I think it's a bad idea.
I agree.
Quick Galactus rant before we get back into this, which I think I've discussed with Nikhil before, but if I haven't, feel free to give your thoughts on this. Galactus is not meant to be that type of bad guy in most cases. He's been around for a long time. He's done a whole lot of things. But Galactus's most common role is someone that a hero or small group of heroes can beat up to show that they are strong. Like, he is not a Thanos or like Kang crossover villain. He is a guy that gets beaten up to prove how powerful heroes are, narratively.
The issue is he was that the first time. Like, the Galactus saga is Galactus as bad guy, for true. And then Marvel, like, I don't know if people know this, but, like, for a while, the reason Earth is, like, cool and, like, dangerous in Marvel lore is because they beat Galactus. Yeah. There's a moment right during Dark Phoenix where they're like, how's this person from this random fucking planet? Let's just go blow it up. It's not going to be a problem. And then these aliens are like, we can't go there. Those people beat Galactus. And then they're like, what? And they have to go out and get an army because they're so fucking scared of Earth. Because
excellent.
We have to do this.
It's a very, very... It's better than the dead Celestial in the planet thing. I like that a lot more.
It's also something I liked the MCU took for in Eternals. They mentioned that aliens are scared that Earth is the one that brought everyone back. Or whatever. Like, that's the reason the Eternals help Earth. Is they're like, you brought everyone back. That was crazy. How'd you beat Thanos? That was wild. I like that.
It's good.
I like what they
It's a good idea.
But point is, Galactus is that level big bad once. And then every other time he showed up, I feel like he's just been a jobber.
Yeah.
He's just...
The things that Galactus has done and the characters that Galactus is responsible for, infinitely more interesting than Galactus himself. Like, Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is 20 to 30 times cooler than Galactus in every single possible measure. But people know Galactus because he's big and strong and scary, and so people like Galactus. But Silver Surfer, way better. Anyway, that's a tangent. I'm just going to write down, these idiots fight Terrax. Beat Terrax. And that rules.
I do love the idea of Hellstorm's out just in space using magic and no one's prepared for it. No one knows what the fuck that shit is.
That's another freaking MCU thing. And the MCU set up that there was a sorcerer in space in the end scene of Guardians 2, which never mattered at all and will never matter. And I'm mad that's not going to matter.
I'm sorry, what was this? What was that tease?
In the end of Guardians 2, there's the tease where Starhawk, like, gets his old crew back together. And there's a sorcerer on that team. That's the lizard guy. Like the snake-looking dude. He is a sorcerer. He has the same powers as Strange. He is a guy from the comics who is not part of Stakar's team. They literally just took a random guy from Doctor Strange, put him on Stakar's team as like a space sorcerer, and then never did anything with it. It would be the equivalent of like taking an X-Man, putting it in the end scene of Guardians 2, and then never explaining it. It's so weird.
Well, not the equivalent.
No,
because people know who the
like a minor mutant, I should have said, like a random mutant nobody cares about, throwing him in there.
Ursa Major's in Black Widow.
But that's relevant. That's because he's Russian.
No, I'm just saying he is a random mutant.
Well, yeah, but cause he was in there because, like, there's a connection for him being there because he is a Russian criminal. But I'll bring up the picture of the guy. I don't remember his name, but I can find it pretty easily. Because he is a space... Krugar. Yes, Krugar.
I honestly just mean I'm surprised because I assumed that was like the original.
Yeah, so this is what he looks like.
So this is not one of the Guardians?
He is in here. I'm pulling up his list of things. He is from Guardians of the Galaxy, but he is not in the original team. Like he is a future Doctor Strange. But
he's from
He is from Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy crossover, but he is not part of Stakar's team.
But Stakar's team doesn't exist. Isn't it literally just the original?
Well, yeah, but Starhawk is part of that original Guardian team to a sense. But yeah, the fact that they just put in Krug, also like Mainframe, they literally just pulled a bunch of random Guardians, old Guardians characters that would have been interesting, and then they didn't do anything with it, and I'm sad. I like Guardians 3, but I wanted to see Krugar.
I remember when the rumor was that Guardians 3 was going to be about those guys, and called Guardians 3000.
I actually never heard that rumor. That would have been cool.
But to take lesson from what we were talking about earlier with Galactus, is everyone makes rumors and none of them are ever fucking true,
no,
especially
God,
this
no.
far in advance.
God no. Did you see? I remember making a video about it, and I'm sure you're not going to be able to comment because it's Loki related. I think I talked to you about it, but when the first trailer for Loki season 2 came out and Sylvie had a different hairstyle and someone was like, she has a different hairstyle. Is she a variant? I was like, God damn it. No, why are we doing this? Because maybe she is, but she was in the trailer with the different hair for like 2 seconds. And again, I'm sure you're not allowed to comment, but
I was gonna say I've seen the show.
Yeah, you've seen the show. You can't talk about it. And I was like, even if she is, this is a stupid thing. And
I cannot wait for that to come out because I haven't seen like all of it. I've seen every shot that we worked on, which is most. But then it's gonna be. Okay. I feel like there's gonna be random scenes I've never seen that are gonna be so fun.
That's actually a question that I feel like you would be able to answer, though. If you can't, obviously don't. Like, how much of the plot of Loki season 2 do you know? Because if you haven't seen every shot, like, do you know everything, or do you know like 75, 80%?
I know broad strokes, like what happens in the show, every plot point. There are certain scenes I've never actually watched.
But you know the general.
But I know what happens.
You know what happens
because I talked about it for several months.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see all the stuff I had never seen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I really hope that Sylvie's not a variant, because if that Sylvie is a variant, people are going to go back to that video I did and yell at me and say that I'm dumb, when my point was not that she isn't a variant, it's that it was stupid to theorize based on this. But people aren't going to care about that, so we'll see if I get yelled at in like 2 weeks. Oh, well. Oh, also, one more thing about Loki, and this is marketing stuff, so you can talk about this. I don't know if you saw, they changed the date, like they moved the date up like a day or something for the release. And the marketing on that was like, Loki is time slipping to a new time, which is the thing that he's doing in the show, because that's in the trailer. But like, my parents don't keep up with the trailers and stuff. They're gonna watch the show because they like the MCU things, but they don't keep up with all the trailers and stuff because they're not that deep into it. And my dad texted me and was like, what does this mean? Because he didn't watch the trailers and didn't know what time slipping was. And he was so confused. I was like, why would you... That's a good point. Why would you make a reference to a show that hasn't come out in the marketing?
I think that's fine. I think that's just part of getting people hyped. Like, you can use language for the thing that you're making all the time.
It's not horrible, but I thought it was funny. Because, like, my dad did say, he was like, I don't know what is time slipping? And I was like, it's a thing from the show. It's not horrible. I just thought it was a funny...
That's your dad being old.
A funny choice.
People gotta be better.
Are you excited for Cosmic Fury on Friday? Cosmic Fury comes out this Friday. I genuinely didn't know that. I'm just going to wait until it all comes out and then binge it. It's Power Rangers. I don't care that much if it gets spoiled. I like Power Rangers, but I'm not going to, like, go super nuts about avoiding spoilers for it. Anyway, so these idiots... We pretty much got this series set to go. Like, I don't think we need to do, like, detail... beat for beat. I think it's probably pretty clear conceptually.
We left the last one just that they went to space and fought Tyrant, and I think that's...
Yeah, and then we can, bring these back at some point. But, okay, it's at 1:57. These usually run between 2 and 3 hours, but I think we've still got a lot of steam going. Do we want to do this again? This randomization thing has been going extremely well.
Sure.
All right, cool.
Let's see if we can make a randomized thing that does not involve Tyrant.
We did technically. Valkyrie did. Valkyrie
doesn't involve Tyrant.
Doesn't involve Tyrant yet, baby. All right, same rules of generate and then pick one of the three.
You have a explain a character badly.
I probably do. Let me bring up my separate page.
My laundry once again. Laundry.
God, I have pulled up the wrong thing. I have so many emails to send later today. Later today, I say at 9 p.m., but oh well. Where's the thing? Fawn. The name doesn't immediately ring a bell. Fawn was a mental construct created by Rick Jones. Rick Jones's girlfriend, but you don't know her because she goes to another school. That's the bit that I immediately have. Nikhil, it's so funny to me that you're bringing your phone on your little excursions for the TikTok live that 16 people are in. I also can't hear you when you're talking because I have that muted, so I just see your mouth moving. Oh wait, I heard a little bit of it through the Skype. If you yell, I'll be able to hear it. Okay. Dudes on the internet knew the plot of No Way Home and Endgame a year before the trailers came out. Oh yeah, but that's because it's a broken clock is right twice a day thing with rumors, right? With the MCU, people will theorize and make rumors about literally everything, and when you make rumors about literally everything, some of them are bound to be right. It doesn't mean that they're good at predicting things. It's like how The Simpsons has predicted a lot of stuff because there's a billion episodes of The Simpsons. It's the same kind of thing. The most exciting thing about Loki Season 2 is going to be seeing Nikhil's name in the credits. That is a good point. Nikhil, is your name in the credits of Loki Season 2? He's nodding. He's nodding on the TikTok live. Look at that. Not a character, but explain character badly for Iron Allfather armor. Impractically large horns, but it's okay because they look cool. I think it's because those are bad movies. That's an... Okay, right. I'm not going to even get into that one. All right, let's see. You ready to generate our roster?
Yes.
All right. Set number 1.
I did not see any gifts.
Captain America, Scarlet Witch, and Heather Hudson, which I believe is Vindicator?
Vindicator. Last scene, I think, like, trapped in a basement.
Okay, so I from the reaction we both had, I assume we're using Vindicator.
Yes.
Why does it have her listed on this as Heather Hudson and not Vindicator? Anyway, so I guess maybe Canada? Maybe we're going to Canada for this one?
Going to a basement.
We begin in a basement in Canada.
My name is in the credits for Loki. It's like Disney Plus credits are like so long, and mine's probably at like the end, along with a bunch of other names. If anyone finds it, congrats.
I mean, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. I'm gonna scrub through.
I'm so upset there's not gonna be like a premiere for it. I was really hyped to go to a Marvel premiere that I actually like.
Is there not one?
And then
I feel like the premieres for the shows. Oh,
right.
True. Yeah. Oh well. Also, I just realized, why is this picture for Scarlet Witch an action figure? It's comics image, definitely an action figure. Anyway, we have our first one.
Oh, hello, Victoria.
Vindicator. Second set, Human Torch, Namor, and Thunderstrike. Okay.
Oh,
this is like kind of tracks. This is a weird. All right. So not Human Torch probably, unless we want. But Namor.
I don't. They all don't.
No, this is all bad.
Who was Thunderstrike again?
Off-brand Thor is the easiest way to describe it. There were two.
I feel like
there were two Thunderstrikes. I believe the image of this is the second one. Eric Masterson. I forget if it's Kevin or Eric.
I
is
definitely
the first
know the
one.
name Eric Masterson.
But yeah, basically, Thor was not Thor for a bit, and it went to a guy named Kevin Masterson. And then they went to his son, which is, again, this is a picture, but we can use whatever Thunderstrike we want.
Are you sure these are different people? Because I found Eric, and his name is Eric Kevin Masterson.
It's his son, so it's probably a middle name after his dad situation. I believe, I mean, fact check me, but I believe that the second Thunderstrike is the first one's kid. So yeah, these are both bad. Do we want to establish Namor, which will be a bigger task, or do we want to chunk Thunderstrike in?
Thunderstrike might help fit with this Norse thing we were doing.
Okay, sure. Vindicator and Thunderstrike. And God, this is already going to be a tough one.
Someone said these two have never been in the same room at the same time. That's untrue. Matt and I have been in the same room once.
Oh, yeah, like us two? Yeah, we have. We have one time. All right, rolling for the third. I don't have commentary. Let's see. Daredevil, Silver Surfer, and Agent X. Who is Agent X?
Hold on.
Oh, your audio broke for... Oh, there we go.
Agent X is something I don't fully know.
Okay.
I gotta be honest. But I know he's like somehow a Summers. He's a Rob Liefeld.
His name is Nijo? I don't know how that's pronounced. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a Japanese name, though it says last name unknown. But from the vibes, it would look like it is, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. An assassin, mercenary, and agent employed by the telepathic German assassin called the Black Swan. And he was a Deadpool guy, and then...
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Major X.
Well, no, this also is a Deadpool...
Yeah, I'm thinking of Alexander Summers, Major X.
Oh, Christ. No, this is Gail Simone Deadpool. Okay, so it's probably a little bit better than Liefeld Deadpool, though the cover gives me very little faith in that. But it is Gail Simone, so I trust that more.
The first thing I scrolled to on the wiki was Black Swan proposed a three-way, and I immediately stopped reading. But
it does seem
three-way
like a
meld.
very horny Deadpool series from the image that I looked at. I don't want to use this one. Do we want to put in Silver Surfer, thus probably relating the series to Tyrants, or do we want to put in Daredevil?
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Did we pick Thunderstrike or did we pick Namor?
Thunderstrike, but we can change it. I don't.
No, Thunderstrike, and then take Silver Surfer. We're gonna loop them all in.
Okay,
all of the generated ones are going for Tyrant. All of them.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So, all right. This is so we introduced 3 unrelated series, and then surprise, surprise, everyone's going for Tyrant. All right. Sweet.
Everyone's
Awful.
going for
I
Tyrant.
hate it. It's.
Tyrant's got to be
this
like
is
our
this is
now. Like
yeah.
he's got to be the big.
It's so funny because this is the exact thing that I like hated in. I don't know if you've read a superhero universe. What's it called? I have a bunch of them because I got some really cheap. Catalyst, like the Catalyst superhero universe. It was from Lion Forge Comics. I don't know if anyone's heard of those. They're very minor. Those books, I hated that. It was made. I don't remember. It was like maybe 5-6 years ago. Those books were so clearly trying to set up like an Avengers level crossover, and that was the only thing that they were interested in doing, because it was a bunch of individual superhero series, but like every superhero series contained the same essentially like intro cutscene that was setting up a crossover later. It was so blatantly obvious that the writers did not give a shit about the individual characters and just wanted to do an Avengers. And it's...
I do hate this. Like, I do hate that. I didn't like it in the What If show. And
this we're doing kind of as a bit, so this will be good.
I also, I'm a kind of unpopular opinion. I'm not loving what they're doing with gods right now. I would like if everyone stopped having a page at the end that was just about tying into God.
We're gonna have I don't know if I've said this on this stream or not. This is kind of a tangent, but we'll get back into it in a second. I do feel like Gods is either going to be a cult classic that's going to be like really popular with a certain niche, or it is going to just be a huge flop. Like, I hate to say that there is a potential for Gods to just suck.
I don't think it'll suck.
I don't think it will.
I have faith, but I do not like how often it's coming up with those books. Like, I didn't like it at the Hellfire Gala when it was randomly about Gods, or like...
The thing about Gods is that from what we know about it so far, which just... I need to remember that I need to use visual aids for this. So let me... I'll pull up an image for you guys so that you kind of can get the idea of the vibe. Gods is like a very trippy, new magic cosmic thing that Marvel's doing that's like a big redefining of their whole cosmic universe. And like from the covers, you can see that it's like gonna be weird. Like it is a weird Doctor Strange thing from Jonathan Hickman.
Which I'm fine
no, that's good. That's good. The thing is, that is gonna make it more niche. Like fundamental, because like people who are just like, I say like just like Spider-Man fan, I don't mean that derogatory, that's fine. But like, people who don't like the weird cosmic world building, which is fair, it's a very niche topic in general, are probably not going to get heavily into Gods. And that means...
But Marvel is doing it with their whole...
And that's the thing. That's the thing. It's either going to be really good for the niche group and therefore really popular, but if it doesn't cater to and appeal to that niche group, like the way people are expecting it to, it's not going to have mainstream appeal. Like, I don't see a reality in which this has mainstream appeal, and it will be a huge flop.
I don't know.
I really want it to be good.
I think he fixed mutants, like, single-handedly. Yeah. I have hope he can fix the cosmic world. Because you're right, it is confusing. But I think they're going to fix it. However, my thing I was thinking about was, like, I don't know. I get Hickman came in with two big plans, and this was one of them. But it feels more like a Ewing.
Oh, it does.
I keep forgetting that's not.
I keep
Ewing.
Thinking it's Kieran Gillen. It feels also like a Gillen. It feels like a Gillen book to me from what we've seen, with like just the naming conventions and stuff. Like, for those who haven't kept up with it, the two like factions that are going to be important in Gods are named. All of these words are like hyphenated as one thing. One is the powers that be, all hyphenated, and the natural order of things. Those are the two factions. I'm like, that sounds like some Kieran Gillen shit. Which is, I love Kieran Gillen, one of my favorite writers, but I'm like, I think Hickman can do it, but it feels like different than the stuff he's known for a little bit. So I'm very curious, but I hope it's going to be good. I really hope it's going to be good, because if it's it seems like it's going to be my type of thing. Most of you guys in the audience have seen me DM, like, you know the type of stuff that I like, and it seems like it's going to be that. But anyway, we're going to do the same bit, but we're going to make it weirder. So, Vindicator, Thunderstrike, Silver Surfer. Let's begin, and we might not actually finish this today. We'll see how long this goes, but we can at least do some of it. I think we need to begin with a quick brief, for the sake of the audience, of who Vindicator and Thunderstrike are, because everyone knows Silver Surfer, but people might not know these other two. So, Heather McNeil is the wife of James Hudson, who is essentially Captain Canada. His name is Vanguard, I think. Guardian, I was close. I was close. And she is the sort of like second Captain Canada. Because of that, her powers are she has a suit that gives her like electromagnetism powers. And apparently also she has a geothermal suit, which gives her element powers, according to this, which I actually didn't know. But yeah, I mean, she's Canada. I want to figure out how she... What did you mean by saying the last time we saw her she was locked in a basement?
I don't know what this is because I don't follow
Alpha
Flight,
either.
But I've been told, because there's a mystery character in the current Alpha Flight, that it might be Heather. And that the last time she was seen, apparently, like, Guardian was keeping her in a basement or something. Huh. Like, it was really fucked up,
That's
apparently.
Weird. This... Oh, yeah. James brought Heather and Claire to the Department H headquarters using virtual reality and neurostimulants to make her believe she was setting her up in a peaceful cabin in British Columbia. And that was in... Alpha Flight True North. Let me see if that's a more recent thing. Alpha Flight True North, which was in 2019. So yeah, I guess she's just been stuck in a VR basement since 2019 because that is her last appearance. Assuming that she, well, technically, Life of Wolverine is her last appearance, but I believe that that's a flashback. So her last appearance was getting locked in a virtual reality basement by Guardian. Unless she's her last known appearance. We'll phrase it that way. Her last known appearance was that, and then maybe she's gotten out and done other stuff. So I feel, are we gonna make her Canadian? Because that's like a decent chunk of her character is that she is the Canadian one. So okay,
Canadian.
Do we just kind of want to make her like what Alpha Flight is, and this is just like Canada government superhero? All right, nice. I wish. See, my bullet point thing doesn't freaking work, and it makes me sad. Zoom out again. Also, your audio just got like, I don't know what happened, but it became more staticky. Oh, okay. Weird. Okay, so how did we format it? Okay. Vindicator. Canada government superhero. Do we want to give her the electromagnetism powers, or do we want to give her the Captain Planet powers? All right. So we'll give her the what's it called, the geothermal suit, and it's just it can just be developed by Canada government. I feel like we don't need to do a lot for her because I feel like any other stuff that we do for her origin is going to be brought up like when we bring this group together. If that makes sense. So I'm going to pull up the page for Thunderstrike. Now there are 2 Thunderstrikes. We'll start with the older one, which is Eric Masterson. I think I got them mixed up. But yeah, Eric Masterson found Mjolnir. Yes, let me look here. Yeah, Eric lifted Mjolnir and right. I forgot how weird Eric Masterson Thor was. He did not become the new Thor. He got fused with Thor. He basically became the new Donald Blake, but was like also a separate guy. So like he was a dude, and then sometimes the Thor personality would just come out and go do superhero stuff, and it would like mess up Eric's life because it basically, imagine if like Superman and Clark Kent were different guys, and Clark Kent was just trying to be a dude, but then would turn into Superman and go do stuff whenever there was, villainy, whether he wanted to or not, which is a funny idea.
Well, who's this big boss guy?
Thunderstrike?
No, on your Twitch feed, you just had a little. Oh, that's my mouse. Never mind. Sorry, it just comes up and says "Big Boss just chilling," and I'm like, what? Why is it advertising another stream? That's because my mic was hovering over some box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my mouse.
Oh yeah, hovering over like the sidebar. Okay. I thought you meant who this guy's like villain was. Oh yeah, and then he does become.
You can tell me that too.
I don't actually know. And then, he becomes the new Thor for a bit, and then Thor comes back and gets...
Oh, Kevin. That's cool. Someone in my TikTok chat just said that Kevin Masterson is the current Thunderstrike, and that this person wrote the handbook profile for him.
Oh, is it... Oh, shoot. I forget the guy's name. Kevin Garcia. I was about to say something... Oh, that's why I was like, it's not surely because we were talking about a character named Kevin, and I was thinking it was Kevin. I was like, surely that's not it, because I was thinking, that makes sense. No, I know him. He does a lot of the handbook stuff. So yeah, he was merged with Thor for a bit, then he becomes Thor, and then, as is a pattern with Thor at this point, Thor wants Mjolnir back when someone else has Mjolnir, but is like, you are noble and worthy and deserving of your own Mjolnir, and just gets another one made, and that's where he gets the mace. It's the same as Beta Ray Bill, basically. Of someone else.
Wait. That's also frog.
Yeah,
Thrower,
dude,
right?
this is a huge recurring pattern
Do
of
you
people
think?
other
Do you
than Thor
think
getting
these
Mjolnir.
other? Do you think these other people feel a little upset that he also gave one to a frog?
Yeah.
Do you think they're like, oh, this felt like a really special thing, and you said I
They
was worthy and gave me a
they
hammer,
really do
but
just like
I guess a frog qualified.
toss these out to everybody. Also, apparently, he and Rhodey were in the Secret Defenders alongside Silver Surfer, which I didn't know. So maybe we
Good.
can make this Defenders. Um,
Oh, you know who else was in the Defenders?
I mean,
Hellstorm.
basically, okay. So this our Defenders? Is this giant roster of like 8 people just our Defenders roster? I
Who are 8 people?
Vindicator, Thunderstrike,
There's
Silver
3 people.
Surfer, Drax, the Captain, Hellstorm, Valkyrie, maybe Warlock.
Oh, you're thinking they all come?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
is that not what you
They
meant?
all come
Is that not what?
together
Yeah.
to be a
No, I thought
Defenders.
that's what you meant. Is
Oh,
these
that's
3
genius.
separate teams that are all going after Tyrant
Well,
realize
don't
they're all
forget
going
King
after?
Chad.
Oh,
He's also going after Tyrant.
okay. So so what we've kind of done is we've sort of set up like a Jonathan Hickman Avengers world scenario where there's just this huge roster of like these are the people that are fighting. I kind of love that actually.
No, buddy. What we've done is we made the Netflix Marvel Cinematic Universe, and now we're approaching the Defenders.
I mean, I do love this. Just Defenders are just because that's what the Defenders are originally. It's just all these like random, largely unconnected people. Because we did by full randomized coincidence bring in Valkyrie as a main one who is an original Defender, Hellstorm who's an important Defender, and Silver Surfer who's an important Defender. By pure coincidence, all of these have Defenders people. All right, cool. I love this. This is going to be such a huge roster.
This is great. It's going to be that big event.
Oh yeah. No, this is good. Yeah, this is excellent.
This is excellent.
And it's a balanced roster too. It's a bunch of like different. They have all a bunch of different types of characters and power sets.
Who's the third person in this one? Silver Surfer, Vindicator, and who else do we pick?
Though
yes,
Witch Thunderstrike, I believe, is still up for grabs.
This is fucking
Yeah, this
great.
is... How many people is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
One's Lockheed, though.
No, yeah. And? What he's on there?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's like 11 characters that we have to balance the story for them.
Count? Oh, no, you just weren't... Okay, yeah. I mean, Lockheed is like their not guy in the chair necessarily, but like he's
He's like their mascot. I want to point out that I accidentally did in fact make Chad incredibly important and kind of Gambit. And I set out to not do
accidentally
those
my
things.
ass. We have a whole episode of this called Chad Squad.
Chad more so, but also like I just said
Gambit,
set him off into space.
Gambit was literally randomized. I don't think the last episode's up on YouTube yet. I'm gonna put that up tonight. But yeah, Gambit was actually put in this by total random chance. Chad was intentional.
Wait, actually, Random Robot? I did not know that about Throg. I thought he was just a frog that helps Thor.
There's 2 Throgs.
Is one of them? One
of them is just a frog.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, there are here. I'll fact check myself really quick before we start looking at Thunderstrike stuff while I'm doing this because we got to decide how we want to put him in here. But I do believe there are 2 Throgs. Oh yeah, the Pet Avengers reality Throg, right? I think the Pet Avengers Throg is just a frog.
Oh, Kevin Garcia says the other Throg is Thor himself. Is there not a version that's just a frog that was like there when he was a frog? And then
I thought there was. I know there's 2, but I do believe there is one that is just a frog. Maybe I am wrong. I might.
That's so sad.
I might be wrong. I know there's 2.
That's so sad. I thought he was just a normal frog.
I really thought there was another. Okay, maybe I guess I'm wrong. Rip. Rip to that, but there are 2. I was at least right about there being 2.
You were right about there being 2, and we're proud of you.
Wait, then there's... Okay, now hold on. Who is this? Who is Throg the...
That's
also
Throg
from
with 2
Thor.
Gs.
Also from Thor.
We don't need to talk about him, though, because he's
No, we
got
don't.
2 Gs.
But I want to... Oh, this is Beta Ray Bill. This isn't even... Oh, so that's... Okay, anyway. Thunderstrike. So, I believe that the other Thunderstrike is just... It's just his son, and he has the mace. Right? Let me look here. Yeah, he just gets the mace. Okay. So I feel like it has to be it's going to be really weird doing a Thunderstrike without doing a Thor. But
we've already set up people trying to become
I was
God.
about to say, do we want to do like some Ultimates Thor bullshit where it's like the hammer is what does it? Like the hammer is something that the Enclave made.
I was thinking that Adam Warlock, like this is just a guy that's in Adam Warlock's cult, and then he's just like here, and he gives him a hammer. I don't know.
Okay. Also, I want to point out really quick. I do love this. On Eric Masterson's page, you can see there's the big dramatic, picture of him, and then it says codenames Thor, and then nicknames Sparky the Lightning Kid. Citation needed. Which, okay. But yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. Thunderstrike, member of Warlock's Norse cult, got the hammer from, the mace hammer, whatever. They call it a mace. It's a chunk of concrete on a stick. Got the hammer from him, and then we'll put Enclave Tech, Magic Tech, whatever. Okay, so now we have the one who I do think has to be the most important, Silver Surfer.
No. The least important.
No? Least important. Well,
I'm kidding.
I was about to say, because right now, if he's the least important of these 2-line descriptions...
One line.
Space guy.
Really rad.
Rad space dude. We just make it... We lean into, like, the
surfer,
like late 90s, early 2000s surfer dude persona. And that's he has blonde hair on top of his silver body.
He's got like the Ryan Gosling Ken hair.
It's just silver Ryan Gosling. He looks exactly like Ryan Gosling in Barbie, but spray painted silver.
Oh, yes. Write that down. That's the one line for him.
You can write it down if you want, and then I might delete it.
I have to hold a microphone.
Yeah, and that's why I'm making it harder for you to write it down. So do we want him to be created by Tyrant, though? Because I feel like Tyrant is the guy who's making the guys that Galactus made. And not that Silver Surfer was made by Galactus. Someone's going to yell at me for that. You know what I meant.
Well, we could do... I don't know, because if the idea is that... Tyrant is trying to take over everything by infecting it with the Technarchy, then that could be how what's-his-face lost his home. Like, instead of being eaten,
that could... Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this is... So... Does he have power cosmic, or are we giving him something else? Because we haven't... We're doing a kind of Galactus thing with Tyrant, but we actually haven't established power cosmic. Because Tyrant is a tech guy. Like, he's like super tech.
Yeah. Well, I think no. Like I said, so his whole planet is absorbed into the Technarch, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was away on a surfing vacation. He's just a laid back, chill surfer guy, but now he needs to avenge his whole planet, and so he goes out and he finds some mystical force, but it's not actually related. to Tyrant at all.
Dude, I do love how, like, it is, I say I love this, but it is also really funny that Marvel has a dude who literally has Surfer in his name, and he is
It's
like...
really not addressed.
It's not addressed, and also he is like the most deep philosophical character in the mainstream. Like,
such a
not
great
close.
character. Such a beautiful character. We're going to make him terrible.
Like, it's so funny that I've never actually really processed that before. That, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's been so normalized because I've been reading Marvel stuff for so long. And I was like, oh yeah, Silver Surfer, this is what he is. But, like,
the Superhero Squad show tries to balance it.
yeah, this is closer to the Superhero Squad show Surfer.
But he's still, like, one of the more reflecting people in that show.
But there, in that though, it's like there is an archetype, I think, like a trope archetype of like philosophical surfer guy. Like, that is definitely a trope, and that's what the Superhero Squad show does, which is good. I like the Superhero Squad show version of Surfer. It's not what the comics do at all. In the comics, he's like very...
He's
like,
so serious. Did you pick up his new one, the Rebirth?
No, not yet. Is it?
I liked it.
The last thing I read for Silver Surfer was Silver Surfer Black, and that was great.
Yes.
That was a great series.
No, but yeah, there's Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because they keep giving him like the subtitled series.
But it's good. He was barely in it, this one, because it turned out the Silver Surfer that was in this one, spoiler alert, was Mephisto, and then at the end he's like, "What happened?" But
that's weird.
It's interesting.
When did that come out?
Wednesday.
Oh, like
last week.
So did they explain how this is getting into like more recent comic stuff, but did they explain how Mephisto got there, or is this just another case of Jason Aaron Avengers not mattering anywhere else?
It's a flashback. I gotta remember if I remember this correctly, but it's like a flashback to when Genis Vell was the random Kid Marvel that I thought didn't become a relevant character. And he's in his like original costume and stuff, and they're going around, and then Silver Surfer's like, "Hey, I know where Moondragon or where Gamora keeps the Time Stone. You can meet your dad if you want." And then the guy's like, "That's weird, but you're like you, so I trust that this isn't dumb, because why would you suggest it if it was terrible?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm me, so it's fine." And then he takes him to the past, and he's like, "All right, by the way, I'm not me. I'm Mephisto." And then it cuts to Silver Surfer, who's like, or Adam Warlock is like, "Yo, Silver Surfer, I'm gonna kill you. You took my Time Stone." And then Silver Surfer's like, "What?" And that's the end of the comic.
I can't take Mephisto seriously after Jason Aaron Avengers. Aaron Avengers. Dude, it's just I hate that series so much, man. Jed McKay's doing good. It's so bad. Anyway.
I believe it does, Kevin. And also, what we're doing for TikTok people, it's just fanfic. We're just making...
We're basically just doing a weird, largely comedic, but sometimes good Marvel fanfic, basically. You should come and watch it on my Twitch. All the old episodes are on my YouTube channel where I have all my Twitch VODs. Good stuff. One more comment about Silver Surfer.
Wait, is that true? That's not true, right?
What?
What Idea Master just said? Is that true?
He's not actually silver. That's just a spacesuit, and his species can't breathe oxygen, so he keeps it on all the time. I'm like 90% sure that's not true. Luna will know.
I feel
Luna,
like that can't be true.
There's no way that's not true at all.
I was like, that would have blown my mind so much.
Yeah, there's no way that I would not have known that. That's in the fun time. Oh, you're saying in our if it's a suggestion, mark it as a suggestion
that we would come up with.
Okay,
so I appreciate it.
That makes more sense. I have to talk one more thing about like Silver Surfer's tone. I've said this too many times because I bring it up every time someone mentions Silver Surfer, but I think it's so funny. I remember like a year ago, I was on a TikTok live and people were talking about fan casting, and I said something that I stick to now, which is that I think Keanu Reeves would be a great Silver Surfer. And someone commented and said, "No, I don't want Keanu Reeves to do it. He's too monotone." And I was like, exactly. Exactly why I think Keanu Reeves is like kind of distant, monotone voice. That's exactly why I picked him. What do you mean too monotone for Silver Surfer?
It would be a wonderful sort of full circle of Keanu's career if he got to play the classic surfer bro that was actually a deep, resonant character.
I don't think Keanu Reeves has a lot of interest in being in the MCU, which is fair. But like,
no, he does. He wants to be Ghost Rider. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, see, I would accept him as Ghost Rider. But man, he would do so good as Silver Surfer. He would do so good as Surfer.
He would be a great Silver Surfer.
He would be fantastic at that. But yeah, I mean, like even visually, like I think obviously the hair is like iconic, but you can CGI.
A bald Keanu would be interesting. I don't know what a bald Keanu would look like.
No idea what I just unplugged. But oh well, hopefully everything's fine. Anyway, I got distracted with that. So Surfer's homeworld gets messed up by Tyrant and the techno-organic virus.
I have seen The Matrix. He has short hair. He is not bald.
I'll Google bald Keanu Reeves. Whoops.
Oh wait, but no, on Zion. Actually, I think you're right. Never mind.
I am not seeing a bald Keanu Reeves, but I am seeing a very short hair Keanu Reeves. Yes. Here's okay. Wait. This is shoot. It's a freaking Twitter link. Is it even gonna let me see it? I don't know if this is photoshopped or real, but like, yeah. You know what? Hold on. Funtime Universe is nonsense. I can do whatever I want. Let me check something here. Hang on, I got this. This is gonna take just a second here. This is so low res.
Okay, wait. No, I'm looking at the Zion stuff right now. He fucking has hair. You guys are wrong. I am sorry to tell you. He's got goopy hair for when he comes out of the pit, but like. No, I mean, he looks bald, but in the next scene when he's not goopy anymore, he's got hair, so he can't actually have been bald. Like, it's just got to be goop on his head, because he literally has hair the next time.
Hold on, I guess his eyes got to be weird. Hold on, let me do... This is so... Guys, look at how great I am at content creation. Yeah, I love this. Okay. There we go. See? I see the vision. Do you guys see the vision of Silver Surfer Keanu? I googled bald Keanu Reeves, grabbed the first image, and just opened my Photoshop program and fixed it. I see. It does look like Bloodspot a little bit, or a Bloodshot, yeah, I see this. I see the vision. Amy says end the stream, which we could.
That's not the first time
Amy says end the stream a lot, and she's usually probably right. But while Amy's usually right about things, I don't have to listen. What else can I do to this? Silver Surfer. I got his eye. No, his eyes. Shoot, I did it wrong. His eyes are not black. His eyes are white. Hang on. I'm sorry, everybody. I've failed you all. His eyes are like white, and then they have a black outline around them, which I can do pretty easily. We're just gonna just put that, and then I can just click this. Shit, I have a sound. There we go, and then I will just hang on. I got this. Wait, shit. I think I
have this?
No, I think I put it on the wrong layer. It does look better with the white eyes, though. Actually, the white eyes actually do help a lot. But I wanted to put eyeliner on him, and I put it on the wrong layer. I wanted the eyes to be. You know what? This is good. I'm not gonna bother putting the eyeliner on him. This actually looks better. I'm gonna the white eyes, silver colored Keanu Reeves, bald.
Let's see what you got here. Okay.
Have you not been? Yeah, no. Look, I see the vision. Jokes aside, jokes aside, for something I spent about 45 seconds in Photoshop on, this I think is actually it's not horrible for the time spent. I think this is an excellent live action Silver Surfer.
I think you nailed it.
Isn't there a chrome filter in Photoshop? I'm not actually using Photoshop because I was trained on a Mac version that does like basically the same stuff. Like here, I can use that to make them a little bit shinier. I mean, here I can. Fine. You want shinier? This is a new feature of Matt and Nikhil's Funtime Universe, which is that Matt does things on Photoshop on live. I can do that. I can grab. Okay, I grabbed a little bit too much, but I'm not going to worry too much. Copy paste that as layer. Go into my effects, and then hit that, and there we go. Now he's shinier.
Love it. You're a genius.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's my Silver Surfer right there. You cannot see the eyes. That's why he has the black outline around the eyes. Is because when you make him shinier, the eyes don't stand out at all. Luna, do you not like this? Luna, this is your boy. This is your boy in live action form.
Luna doesn't like it?
Luna says my eyes. Why does he have a shirt? Fine. Hold. God damn it. Hang on.
I love that this has just evolved into Matt.
Hey, I think this is a great new feature of the show.
Not even though. Matt does like bootleg Photoshop.
I can do actual Photoshop, but it's a real like good program. It's just
What's it called?
It's called Pixelmator. It's a more optimized like streamlined Photoshop for Mac. It does all the same shit. It's just also cheaper. It's a good program. Jokes aside, but all right. Let's see. What did I color monochrome this to? I color monochromed it to like that. No, that's too dark. Oh, because I'm gonna have to mess with the. Actually, hold on. Replace color will be easier. That's two. Hold on. I got this. Okay, so now he just kind of has a gray shirt. Hang on, I got this. Let me freaking... Fine, I'll do the lazy thing. I make most of the logos for D and Dorks, guys, and you're seeing my creative process for making D and Dorks logos in real time. And then we just... get rid of that. And then I guess I'll get rid of this weird stripe. And then can I just like blend this out a little bit more? Yeah, there we go. Now it doesn't have a shirt anymore. Well, hold on. Sleeve.
He clearly has a shirt.
Look, Nikhil, what do you want from me? that is it's a highlight. It's a highlight. It's not a shirt. Here, I'll make more highlight. The clone stamp. I'll just clone stamp down his arm. There we go. And then I can do like a blur. I can blur the line like that so that it blends out a little bit. There we go. Masterful. Excellent. Can this be added as a stream emote? Yes, it can. I'll put this as an emote in my Discord server and also Nikhil's Discord server, whether he wants it or not. All right, so this is the canon appearance of Silver Surfer in the Funtime universe. Right? Yes, can we agree on that?
Yeah.
I want to put the black outline around the eyes. So I'm going to. Hold on. I'm gonna do it the best way I possibly can. Drawing it by hand. Okay, maybe not that. That wasn't exactly how I thought that was gonna go.
This is a demon. We have left.
Look, Nikhil, there's a very, very set... At 2 hours and 20 minutes, this show dies. Every single time, it becomes something else and it dies. Anyway, hold on. File. I'll export this as an emote, and I'll put that on Discord once we're done. Anyway, do we want to come back to do we want to end the show here and come back to this next week?
If this is what we've devolved to,
maybe. Look, that's how this show goes, is we devolve into something stupid, and then we've done some good stuff this episode. We did I like that we have a direction right now. We have a direction of we're doing the Tyrant thing with the Defenders, with the very big Defenders roster.
Yes, we know where
we're going. Do we think that's? And we'll pick up next week with the final sort of faction of the Defenders, and then we'll do like the big Defenders crossover next week.
Sure.
All right, that sounds good to me. So, people are saying keep going. To be fair, it is already 2 hours and 40 minutes, and the views are dropping. The views are dropping. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, there's no possible reason for that to be happening, guys. Come on, call your friends. Tell them to log on. If we get to 100 viewers in the next 10 seconds...
If we get to 100 viewers in the next 10 seconds, we'll keep going.
Absolutely.
Can we have 20 minutes of Photoshop with Matt? What do you guys want me to Photoshop? I'm not promising anything, but if you give me a suggestion that's funny enough within the next... If as I do announcements, you give me a suggestion that's funny enough, I'll do it right now. And Nikhil can stay or leave. It's his call.
I will probably
That's fair. Nikhil, you plug your Twitch first, though.
Or are you actually staying around?
Huh? Well, no, I mean, plug your Twitch, and I'm going to do my announcements afterwards, so...
Oh, okay. Twitch, Nikhil Clayton. TikTok, Nikhil Clayton. I will actually be on Twitch tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, and then I will not be on it again for a week, and then I will be on it again briefly, and then I'll be off of it again probably for another week, because I'm consistent. But come tomorrow, because we're going to hopefully it'll be the end of the Lego Marvel stream.
Are you free for fun... Actually, wait, are you free for Funtime Universe next Monday, or no?
Next Monday, probably. I get back Sunday.
That is... I don't know if I'm even going to be streaming that day. I might take that day off. Because that is my birthday, and I don't know if I want to... I mean, I don't have any plans, so I'll probably stream anyway.
Matt's birthday?
Yeah!
Wait, your birthday? No, it's not.
Yeah.
What day is your birthday? Your birthday is the 10th?
What day of the week do you think it is, Nikhil?
Oh, I was thinking the next Monday. Oh, okay. My apologies.
But yeah, no...
Because I knew it, because here's the thing, is not this Saturday, but the one after is my partner's birthday. And I knew yours was before.
It was close to that, yeah.
So I was surprised that it was now after, but I had forgotten there was a Monday.
I might stream. I probably will. Like I said, I don't have any plans. But we will decide that later. For now, let me do my announcements for things, which I forget, but they're hidden behind Nikhil's face. So let me quickly get rid of that. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's just D&D stuff. So we have the finale of Outlaws of the Seven, airing, the pre-recorded, but airing at the normal time and place this Friday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Then we are taking the next week off, and then we are starting the Halloween miniseries, Agents of Hades, on Friday the 13th, which is going to be very, very fun. Tune in for that. There's a lot of surprises and good stuff that's coming, which is going to be... I'm very, very excited for it. I'm very excited for my return to the DM spot. I think it's going to be a fun time, and I think you will all enjoy. Otherwise, though, I don't really have any other announcements and stuff. Cannon Clash still ongoing. I also might end up taking Cannon Clash off this weekend because my parents are coming down, and I don't know. I'll figure stuff out. But I will announce that later. As for YouTube stuff, that is the only other tiny announcement I have. For anyone that saw this and cares, the mix-up with the previous episodes of Funtime Universe has been fixed. So the missing episode has been uploaded. They have been reordered in the playlist and retitled so that everything is good. Technically, if you go to the uploads page on my YouTube, they're not in the right order because I can't change the order on that page, but they're in the right order on the playlist and they are numbered correctly. So if you just follow the playlist order or the number order, it'll be fine. Also, it doesn't matter that much. Other episodes, the last episode of Cannon Clash will be uploaded tonight. I'm also going to try to upload last week's Funtime Universe tonight to get stuff caught up. But yeah, that's basically the only thing that I have. So, thank you all for watching. I will definitely be back Wednesday and then pre-recorded, but kind of Friday, and I will let you know what the plan is from there. So, thank you to Nikhil for coming on. Thank you to everyone for watching. Congratulations to the writer's strike congratulations to the writer's strike. Clearly, this was the right time. Congratulations to the writer's strike for being mostly done. And we will see you all later. Have a good rest of your night.